faith reconnecting.
My relationship
with God, everything going up, everything going up with God. With God, everything going up, everything going up. My spirit, my family, my mind is going up. My healing, my job, my money is going up. Everything going up now. Yeah, everything going up. Going up, everything going up now. Yeah, everything going up.
My mind is clear. My mind is clear. My mind is shifted. My mind is shifted.
10x me my blessings. He 10x my blessings.
He 10x my blessing.
He 10x my blessing.
Everything I've been believing God for, He did it over and over and over and over and over. My blessing, hey, He 10x my blessing.
He 10x my blessings.
Boom, boom, boom. Man, I'm saying that all day. Good chip, good cracky lady. All the crack.
Man. All the crack.
This show has me crying. You hear what I'm saying? This is so good. Anyway, thank y'all for joining us today. I love, you didn't even ask me, but I love the walk, the Eric
Yes.
joys and concerns. Griff on his way to Canada. We got some great folk that's going to be in for Griff this week, for the remainder of the week. But Griff, travel safe. We love you, bro. We love you. And
Absolutely.
And we love Jamie. So just enjoy it all. Mm-hmm.
Y'all about to have Jafar Jackson and all the good people.
Yeah, we got big people coming in, honey. We got big people.
Everybody. Griff said everybody good come when he gone.
Everybody good come.
We got to keep the show going.
Yeah, I know, but save some good for me. That's
okay. Thank y'all for rocking with us today. It's been a good morning on a terrific Tuesday. I love the insanity of Get Up Mornings. You hear me? It is a wonderful place to be. Listen, I hope you enjoyed the music. If you missed anything, you can log on to getuperica.com and click on the podcast link. And there you will hear a recap of the entire show. All right, y'all, let's end with a word of prayer. Lord Jesus, I thank you. Thank you for the gift of laughter. Thank you for the joy of the Lord that brings us strength. God, I pray that we made a deposit in someone's heart that allows them to rise above whatever they're facing, whatever pain, whatever question, whatever issue. Lord God, give them the joy of the Lord so that they may walk through knowing that they are not alone. Trials come to make us strong, Lord Jesus, and we know that when we're weak, you are strong. So live in us all day long, and we'll give you all the praise, glory, and honor. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God, amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, bye. Have a good one. We'll be faith walking.
Love talking.
Enjoy living.
On Get Up Mornings. Bye, everybody.
Love you, mama.
Bye, Lily.
Get up, 'cause you can't stop. Get up, got a lot to do. 24 hours, almost gone. Get up.
Why would you wait another day to handle your IRS issue? Stop procrastinating. It's only going to get worse. These guys are out for blood and will take your paycheck, money out your bank account. Man, they'll even take your freedom. The worst part? Most people facing IRS collections didn't even know they had options. Here's the good news. If you owe back taxes, have on-file returns, or you're under audit, you may qualify for the programs that can reduce your debt, sometimes dramatically. And here's the reality. You don't have to wait. The longer you delay, the more aggressive the IRS can become. That's where Republic Tax Relief comes in. They deal with the IRS every single day, and they know how to stop collections fast. Republic Tax Relief is veteran-owned, experienced, and A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. And your first call? Completely free. But don't wait. Every day matters. Call Republic Tax Relief now at 800-260-7590. That's 800-260-7590. Or visit republictaxrelief.com.
Some of the most powerful moments begin with a call. A hospital room, a waiting family, a decision that can change everything. For one family, that call may become an opportunity for legacy. For another, it may bring hope, the chance for healing, more birthdays, more time together. Organ, tissue, and eye donation is rare. It only happens under specific medical circumstances. But when people take time to learn about it in advance, families are better prepared to make informed decisions with clarity and compassion. Network for Hope walks alongside families every step of the way, honoring legacy, supporting loved ones, and helping save and heal lives. Hope is on the line. Will you answer the call? Network for Hope, transforming lives through organ, tissue, and eye donation. Visit networkforhope.org. That's networkforhope.org.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-569-4435. 800-569-4435. 800-569-4435.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
One person is dead after a Monday night vehicle crash in Winton Place. The accident happened just before 11 p.m. on Spring Grove Avenue. Police officers responded to the crash scene and found a person trapped inside of a wrecked SUV. That individual died before they could be sent to the hospital for care. Bond has been set at $1 million for a man charged in a fatal shooting on a Cincinnati bus. 52-year-old James Bond was shot on the bus Saturday, not far from the Cincinnati Zoo. 27-year-old Leonte Costin appeared in court yesterday and pleaded not guilty to a charge of murder. Sentencing is being ordered for a man convicted in the drug overdose of a Sycamore Township woman. 26-year-old Sierra Curley died in 2023, not long after she'd been released from rehab. Hamilton County prosecutors say that Malik Mabry sold Curley the fentanyl compound that claimed her life. Mabry pleaded guilty to a charge of involuntary manslaughter and was sentenced yesterday to 4 to 6 years in prison. And the Reds narrowly lost to the Phillies last night. 5-4 was the final score. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. Lincoln, 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 Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Bingan, Feed, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's Tuesday. Yes. And what can we call it today? Taco Tuesday talk show? I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll call it something. It's something. Anyway, we got some tickets to give away, too. A lot of them. I got an email last night, Terrence. You didn't get that email?
No, I didn't.
I got to pull it up. We got a lot of tickets to give away today to the up in Columbus. What do they call it up there? But we've got them. I'm telling you. We've got them. So you better check that out. Yeah. And we'll tell you about that a little bit later on. And I'm going to give the YouTube folks a chance to win separately from the on-air people. Yeah. Since we got so many to give away today, we'll just let the YouTube folks win a couple tickets anyway. We got a lot more to give away to the people who listen to the radio, 1230 The Buzz, the app, and online at thebuzzcincy.com. Yes. You see it?
Yeah, and judging by the date of the event, I see why they're trying to get rid of them so fast.
I know it. It's this weekend.
Oh, boy.
Yes. What is that? What is it called? The Columbus, what's it called?
The Ohio Black Expo.
Black Expo. That's what it is. Yes, the Ohio Black Expo. And we've got tons of tickets to give away because the event is coming up this weekend. So we'll be doing that real quick. Yeah, real soon. Mark Furman. I haven't heard that name in I don't know when. Of course, he was the name. They say he was the guy that really got the the not guilty verdict for O.J. Simpson. Mark Furman. Boy, Johnny Cochran got him good. Have you used the N-word in the past 10 years? No. Oh, listen to this recording here.
N-word, 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 N-word. Yeah.
Johnny Cochran got him good. Yes. So, and he was charged with perjury, too. Yeah. But he died at the age of, how old was Mark Furman? He died yesterday. But he retired soon after the trial and moved out of town because he was like, boy, everybody hated Mark Furman. They hated him more than they did O.J. Yeah. But Mark Furman has passed on, and, yeah, we remember him from the O.J. trial. Yeah. They said he planted the glove. Well, the senators, I've been waiting for this. The senators, now we got to wait for the House to do it, but the Senate has adopted a resolution to withhold their own pay during government showdowns. And now the House should do the same thing. And I guarantee you these shutdowns won't last as long as they've been lasting. And I applaud the Senate for doing that. Yeah. It's just a resolution, so we'll see what happens. But that is great. If the Senate does it, the House has to do it. And because they don't care about people not getting paid. But when they're not getting paid, I think they'll pay more attention to what's going on and get these things straightened out real quick. So that's probably the best thing I've heard come out of D.C. in a long time. Yes, in a long time. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, I mentioned this last week. And looks like there's some pushback against it, but will it be enough? The Trump administration, they want to create a $1.7 billion Truth and Justice Commission to compensate the allies that were prosecuted during the Biden administration and the January 6 folks. They want to set up money, a fund for them, out of the taxpayers' dollar. This is an abuse of power. Let me tell you. This can't be true. He wants to pay those folks for climbing the walls of the Capitol, breaking out the windows, beating up cops, defecating in the hallways. He wants to pay those animals for doing that. And so they were acting like animals. And now he wants to pay them. Unbelievable. Where's Stanford when you need him? They have torn down that building completely. The partial collapse the other day in the East End. And come to find out, they had been cited by the building department. They had been cited and said no one should live there. No one was living there. But I guess they didn't do the things they needed to do. And I'm almost positive that building was probably owned by a white person. But Stanford says they only do it to black people. So we'll see. I got to find out who owns that building and who was cited by the city. Because Stanford and those cats said it's only against black folks. Well, it was teenagers who opened fire on the San Diego Mosque there, killing 3 men. And then those fools shot themselves. Found them in a car, shot themselves afterward. Teenagers, too. And the mother called the police, told them, my son, they've been talking crazy. They got guns and ammunition. They're out there. I don't know where they are, but they're out there with guns and ammo. You got to stop them. And apparently they were looking for them, but they didn't find them in time. They did not find them in time. Well, today is the day over in Kentucky. Voting has started, and we'll see what's going to happen by 6 o'clock tonight when the polls close in Kentucky. Will Massie win or will Trump win? He's actually running against Donald Trump. Simple as that. He's running against Donald Trump. And they're afraid. I agree with Massie. They're running scared. Why would you send the Secretary of War in here to stump for Gowron? I think it's Gowron. Why would you send the Secretary of War in here to stump for this guy? So actually, it's Massie against Trump, not the guy who's picked to take the seat, but it's Massie against Trump pretty much. And those commercials, back to back to back to back to back. I mean, you just turn on the TV and you see why $30 million is being spent on commercials. It's unbelievable. So we'll see. This would really send a good message if Massie could win. It would really send a message to the Republican Party. People are fed up with this crap. And I got my fingers crossed for Massie. Well, they had 3 hours of testimony last night at CPS. Parents pleading for a levy as they plan program cuts. They're talking about cutting summer school. Or either you have to pay to go to summer school. I don't know how that's going to go over. Cutting down on class time. Instead of 7 bells, I think it's 6 bells they want to cut to. Or 5. They're going to cut out one hour, 1 bell. Let's see, at Aiken, Hughes, Schroeder, and I think those are the schools. They're going to cut to 6 rather than 7 periods. They're going to trim the arts and science curriculums. Those are included in the list of reductions. The list has yet to be approved by the board, but you can view it online. One lady said, "Take my money, please." She said during a public comment, "I want my tax dollars to fund Cincinnati public schools. Take my money." And I think at this point, you probably will see a levy on the ballot from Cincinnati public schools. I think there will be a levy. I'm just guessing at this point, but I think they at least got to give it a shot. They got to try.
They are it's a $50 million deficit?
Yes.
That is a lot of money.
A lot of money. And I think the people of Cincinnati will come through for Cincinnati public schools if they put a levy on the ballot. Even though I don't live in Cincinnati, I would back it. I know y'all, yeah, not you. You back there. Yeah, you haven't seen a levy you didn't like. I know those comments are coming, but keep them to yourself, okay? I know what you're saying, so keep it to yourself. But I would back a levy for Cincinnati public schools if they decide to put one on the ballot in November, which I think they probably will. Yes. Finding out more, the Metro bus rider was shot not 1 time, not 2 times, but 3 times. The guy came back and shot him in the back of the head. Come on. Lonte Costin, 27 years old. He's been charged with murder in the death of James Bond. He's also charged with receiving stolen property and weapons charges. He was on parole for a 2023 drug conviction at the time of the killing. Yeah. Man. I mean, he came back and shot him in the back of the head after shooting him twice in the torso. His lawyer said his client has a daughter on the way and said that the shooting may be a case of self-defense. Please, give me a break. Come on, folks. This lawyer, there's no way that's a case of self-defense. But they have to, these lawyers have to try. They have to try. So Man. All right, I already see one caller holding on already saying no levy. It's for the kids. It's for the children. It's for your children. Yes. And they would have, Cincinnati Public might have my support if they go for a levy. They might. I think it's needed, and it's not their fault that it's this big deficit. It's the fault of the state. It's out of Columbus. Don't blame them. Don't blame Cincinnati Public Schools for being $53 million, for having a $53 million deficit. Don't blame them. Blame the people, the state representatives, blame the state senators on the Republican side, I might add. It's all the Republicans' fault. No doubt about it. It's their fault. I tell you, Republicans has put this country in a real pickle. And they don't care. It seems like they just like Donald Trump. Don't care. I don't care what financial problems they're in. They don't care. So when are you going to wake up and say, if they don't care about me, I don't care about them? They don't get my vote. When are you going to wake up and smell the coffee? Let's take a break. We'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone?
Man, why did I not wear my hoodie today? It's freezing over here.
Well, it's not cold over here yet.
Oh, boy.
Yet.
Well, I tell you, listening to you. Ain't chance to wear hoodie. Oh, man, I wish I did now.
Oh, boy. Hey, you should have one here. Leave one here.
Oh, boy.
That's what you need to do. Leave a hoodie here,
Yeah.
and when it gets cold, you can just put it on.
I don't know
But
who walks through here at night.
It didn't get cold until the end of the show yesterday, and then it started getting cold. But right now, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I think the temperatures are different from there and over here.
It may be, because I got a thermostat in here, but it's locked. Of course, you can't.
I know, yeah.
They put locks on them.
They don't trust us in words with the thermostat.
Right. Oh, boy. Y'all ninjas are having it burning up in here. Okay, Terrence, you should have a hoodie in the studio. That's what I said, yeah. Maybe Miss Nettie can bring Terrence a hoodie.
I don't want Frog's hoodie.
I'm not paying for kids to skip school. Oh, of course, white liar. Of course he would say that. Oh, my God. Of course he would say that. Oh, yeah, I got some guests coming up at 11, and I got to get more information on. But this girl, she's in like the 8th or the 9th grade, but she just started UC, but she's still going to school. But she'll have her degree by the time she graduates from high school. She'll have her college degree. And she'll graduate from high school.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah, we're going to hear more about that at 11 o'clock.
Man, how does that work?
I know it. I know it.
She must be very smart. Maybe
Yeah,
she's very intelligent.
I'm telling you. Vernon Jordan says, I'm also a no on that levy if they put one on the ballot, but I might be able to be convinced to vote for it but it won't be easy. Terrence probably has 2 blankets and a quilt on his bed.
I do. Well, not a quilt, but I have 3, what do you call those things? The thick kind of the top sheet or whatever. I got 3 of them, and I'll turn the AC on. I don't know what it is. I like the AC on.
Oh, boy.
And not get under those covers and get cozy, and I just out like a light, man. Out like a light.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Sometimes I have to go downstairs if I want warmth, in the bed. I just go downstairs and get in the bed. I can't take it. I can't take it. I'll see you in the morning, Sharon. I'll see you in the morning.
Sharon just have a igloo in the bedroom, huh?
Yes.
See, she's like me then. She likes it cold. I can't sleep when it's hot.
Oh, man, that's the best sleep in the world.
No, it's not. Now, does she get under the covers when she's sleeping in the cold, or she just not under the covers?
It's both ways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see what. Where is my? Maybe she texted that to me. I saw it somewhere. Did she text that to me yesterday? Oh, yes, she did. Okay. Okay.
Assistant doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIP's accredited pharmacies. Learn more at warerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, Lincoln Ware on a Tuesday morning. Let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green, on the scene. How are you today?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, hanging in. What's going on? And what's going on in your world, by the way? Anything exciting?
No, of course not.
Oh,
It's
boy.
great. Just enjoying this beautiful weather.
I love this weather. I mean, I love the hotter the better. I like it hot.
I agree with you.
Yes. Who are we looking for today?
The Newport Police Department is looking for Tiance Combs, Terry Moses, and Courtney Alford. Detectives have identified these 3 individuals and linked them to a shooting that occurred on May 9th of 2026 and secured arrest warrants for attempted murder, complicity to attempted murder, and facilitation of attempted murder. They should be considered armed and dangerous. Tiance Combs is a black male. He's 30 years old. He's 5'10" and 140 pounds. Terry Moses is a black male. He's 26 years old. He's 5'10" and 200 pounds. Courtney Alford is a black female. She's 30 years old. She's 5'10" and 218 pounds. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Tiance Combs, Terry Moses, or Courtney Alford, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day. Cash money for your clues, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Good one.
All right, that's Detective Green. And, hey.
Should have asked her, does she like to sleep in the cold or in the hot at night? Should have asked her.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to guess she likes the warm. She likes for it to be hot. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. We'll find out. Anybody want tickets to the Ohio Black Expo this coming weekend at Genoa Park in Columbus? If you're caller number 5 right now, caller number 5 at 749-1230, I will give you a pair of tickets to the Ohio Black Expo. If you're looking for something to do this holiday weekend, The Ohio Black Expo is the place. Columbus, they got all kind of food up there, all types of entertainment. It's going to be great. Caller number 5 right now, 749-1230. You'll be on your way to Columbus this weekend. You're caller 1. I'm looking for 5. You're caller number 2. I'm looking for number 5. You're caller number 3. I'm looking for number 5. You're caller 4. I'm looking for number 5. Sorry about your luck. You're caller number 5. What's your name?
Marquita.
Marquita, congratulations. You got yourself a pair of tickets to go to the Ohio Black Expo this weekend. How about that?
Thank you. Great.
All right. Where are you calling from?
Cincinnati.
Where in Cincinnati?
Clifton area.
Clifton. Okay, Clifton area. All right. Well, congratulations to you. And you sound almost like Detective Green, almost. You sound a little bit like Detective Green. All right. Well, congratulations. What station just made you a winner?
1230 The Buzz.
All right, hold on. There we go. Yeah, I can hear a little bit of Detective Green there. A little bit. All right. So there you go. We've got more tickets. We've got plenty more tickets to give away all day long today and tomorrow. So keep it locked in for your chance to win. And you better subscribe to YouTube because we're going to give you a special chance to win just for you YouTubers out there. So go to the Lincoln Ware Show on YouTube, subscribe, and you can get in on the goodies right now. All right, let's move along. Let's go to Frazier, who says no levy. Frazier, how you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. What's on your mind?
Listen, I know you don't like this. I got a short quiz for you. I'm for the levy, but I hold out no hope for it because you mentioned earlier, and you are quite correct, the Republicans are trying to kill the public school system.
Yes.
And here's what's going on. Here's a short quiz for you. What's the racial makeup of the Cincinnati public schools?
I'd say 70 or 80% black.
All right. And what's the percentage of black home ownership in Cincinnati?
Oh, 30%.
All right.
Okay.
And what racial group is most likely to say, my vote doesn't count, I'm not going to vote, I don't bother voting, black or white?
Black.
And the house, the tax abatement, is it good for home ownership or bad for home ownership?
Some people say it's good. Some people say it's bad. I would say if you kind of poor, it's not good.
And what's the median home price now across the country?
Oh boy,
it's like $400,000.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay.
And now all those things are conspiring to kill public school levies, not only in Cincinnati but across the country. And you have a group of people who have more or less given up on the system.
Yeah.
Who are not going to vote for it because number one, they don't own a home, and most of us, when we get to a place where we can leave the city, we do. And we will leave the city. I'm a lifelong Cincinnatian, lived in the city all my life. Successful people, I'm successful, but I, decide to stay here. But other successful people like yourself, first chance y'all get, y'all leave the city. Now, when you leave the city, that means you can't vote on the city school levy.
Yeah.
You have black people in charge of the school district.
But getting back to what you said, though, the people who don't own homes, who won't have to pay the levy, well, they might have get a rent increase, but they're the ones who can decide whether this levy passes or not, the people who don't own homes.
And do you think they're going to vote for a levy if their rent's going to go up?
Well, they might not think about that. Think about that.
At $6 a gallon for gas?
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to vote for? The school levy or they're not going to vote for
it's going to be a tough ask. It's going to be a tough ask, but they've got to try. They got to try.
I mean, I hold out hope, but man, I tell you, unless we begin to educate ourselves about how to vote, when to vote, and why we're voting, not just voting for president and vice president, but we keep saying down ticket, but very few of us vote down ticket.
Right. Right.
They couldn't tell you who the judges are.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
They can't tell you who the state treasurer is. They can't tell you who the county commissioners are. Well, you kind of know them because Alicia Reese puts herself, she's the only person that knows how to play the game. Mm-hmm. And so everybody knows she's black. But Driehaus, obviously white because the last name is German. But Dumas, busy fighting with Alicia Reese. And then you have her being unseated by city council woman who's running from job to job. She's leaving city council, going to the county commission. It's a lot of confusion, and the school districts are getting left in the lurch because the state has decided it's in deficit, the county's in deficit, the city's in deficit. Who do you think bears the brunt of it?
Yeah.
The school system.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So that would give you more reason to help them out. They need a little help right at this time.
But people don't see it that way.
And
Trump has got all of us thinking it's, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. This is a capitalist society. If we help the school systems, that's acting like kind of a socialist, don't you think?
Oh, boy. You make a great argument, Frazier, but I think at this point, with all the cuts they would have to make, it would be like cutting your throat instead of dropping the knife. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I agree. It's like I say, I'm for the levy, but I don't hold out hope because there's too many other variables going on that's trying to kill the public school system. And you got, Ohio's never elected a woman governor.
No.
I'm voting for Amy Acton. I'll put it out there. But Ramaswamy's probably going to win because he's a Republican. This is a Republican state. And you ask him what's on his platform, killing the public school system.
Well, yeah, he wants to get rid of the income tax, too. So
yeah, and you have a group that's trying to get rid of the property tax.
Yeah.
And once they do that, the school system is dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right.
So, we got to do more than your boss says pray. We got to do more than that. We got to go to the polls.
You said my boss says pray. What boss?
the lady who owns the station. She's always talking about praying to God and all this kind of stuff. You got to do more than pray. The people in Israel, the Egyptians back in the day, they didn't pray. They got lost. They put them into Jesus. God made them wander in the desert for 400 years because they didn't pray and they didn't believe. You got to believe as well as pray.
Y'all got to leave Kathy Hughes alone on that praying stuff. She's a God-fearing, Bible-toting Christian.
And I love her for that. But it's got action. Faith is by works.
Yes.
Works determines your faith level, not just getting on your knees and praying to God. You take some work. You got to work.
All right. Hey, Frazier, thanks for your call.
Sir.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. I've always wanted to say that. Anyway, he says, he sounds like he could be convinced to vote for the levy. He sounds like he's like walking the fence now. He's on the fence. And I think when the Cincinnati Public Schools present their case for the levy, if they decide to have one, I think he'll be on board. But he made a pretty good argument. He should be a lawyer. Let's take a break. 12:30, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines.
The Tavis Smiley Show.
This is Tavis.
All right. I say get rid of the vouchers. If you want your child to go to private school, then pay for it. Some of us have to pay for tutors. He said he supported it. Yeah. We'll see. They wondered for 400 years because of disobedience. Okay. Oh, boy, that's a long time to wonder. How can I get your show to come back on? What do you mean, Elijah Israel? I don't even know what you mean. Assalamu alaikum, my brother James Muhammad. vouchers suck. Republicans in Columbus are a bunch of crooks. Yes, they are. I agree. Oh, come on. I thought the lottery money was used for the schools. It's not that much. And that lottery money is a drop in the bucket to what it takes for the schools. If they took that lottery money away today, they probably wouldn't miss it. I don't know. Tomorrow is council meeting. Register today by 2 if you want to address them on Zoom. I say, if you have to go on Zoom, don't even do it. It has little impact. You need to be there in person. Zoom does not have any impact. What's up, City Man 6912? Lincoln, how much do you charge for a daily caller pass? I swear Ray calls twice a day. Okay, he called yesterday. So we shouldn't hear from Ray until tomorrow. So in other words, they lied to us about the lottery. No, the lottery money, I don't know. I think it goes into the general fund where the schools get their money from, I believe. So I don't know. I don't think they lied to you about it. It's just not the way you thought it would be. Yeah, go in person, see them text while not paying attention to anything you're saying in person. White liar doesn't own a home. How can he pay for it? Well, I'm sure the landlords will go up a couple of dollars on your rent to pay for that levy if it happens. What's up, Jimmy Henderson?
Smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
.30 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. We've got the mayor coming in Thursday, and it'll be Ware and the mayor. Thursday, I think he's coming in at 11, I believe. I got to check the time. But we got a lot of questions for him. There's a lot going on in the city, and he comes in once a month to face the people of 1230 The Buzz. All right, Jay Boogie, how you doing?
What's going on, Lake?
Not a thing. What's on your mind?
Oh, man, that Trump done won 2 times. He done paid himself 2 times. Remember, he paid himself $155 million. Now he just paid himself $1 billion.
I know.
$176 million, and then they keep saying he's going to give it to the January 6th people
Right.
that was wrong by Biden. But I think what he's going to do, because they say he got a slush fund, and it's a secret. Don't nobody know who gets the money, and they got a special committee. I think he's going to use that money himself and build his ballroom, and then he's going to probably get that fountain fixed.
Yeah. Well,
He's crooked, man.
yeah, it's an abuse of power what's going on, how he sued the IRS, then dropped the suit, and then wants the taxpayers' money to go into the slush fund of his. And he'll use that money like you wouldn't believe. He'll take down anybody that's against him. He'll pour the money into their races to make sure they're defeated. Oh, boy, this just can't be happening in the United States. I never thought I would see a president carry on like this.
Yeah, me either, man. I just hate it. It irks me every day I see this man getting away with murder. And I would love to see Massie win tonight just to put him back on his heels. I know.
Yeah, I would love that too. It would send a message if that can happen, but it's up to the people of Kentucky, northern Kentucky here in this congressional district. I don't know how far it goes down in Kentucky, but It's up to those people. And these Kentuckians, they're kind of stubborn. I don't know. They love their MAGA people. They love Trump. So I don't know.
Well, I hope he lose. I hope he win and Trump lose.
Well, put it this way. If Bashir, who's the Democrat, can become governor, anything can happen over in Kentucky.
Yes, it can.
All right.
We just need those Republicans just to go vote Democrats this year, man. If they tired of this mess, Republicans need to turn it over. Even when they're taking our votes away, the Republicans need to go in and just vote for the Democrats. Get him out of there.
I hear you. All right.
All right, then.
Hey, thanks for your call.
All right.
All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And a couple other things. The James Clyburn, longtime black representative from South Carolina, whose seat could be at stake. And can you imagine James Clyburn could actually lose his seat because of redistricting? He told ABC News that the redrawing of congressional seats held by black lawmakers as part of a larger history of discrimination and disenfranchisement against black Americans. Yeah. He said, I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand this. The country is attempting what I call Jim Crow 2.0. It's just that simple. Yeah. Clyburn. Yeah, and this guy, he's one of the older congressmen, but he is of sound mind. This guy is not missing a beat, let me tell you. He is not missing a beat. He's still going strong. And the thought that he could lose his seat down in South Carolina is crazy. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. But it could happen. And we're going back to the Jim Crow days. We're going back to Jim Crow. As Joe Biden said, they're going to put you in chains. And it looks like we're headed that direction. Unbelievable. Did you see the NBA game yesterday? Last night? Wemby was off the chain. Man, that cat, he is the real deal. At 7'4", he can bring the ball down the court at 7'4". He can take the long threes at 7'4". This cat is the real deal. They went into double overtime yesterday. Man. All right, let's go to Stanford. Stanford, how are you?
I'm doing okay, I guess. I've got several calls that said that you mentioned me on the radio about the collapse on Riverside.
Yeah, that house was abandoned, and they had received citations from the building department, and boom, you see what happens. That's why they issued these citations right there.
Well,
and you say they're a bunch of criminals. You call them a bunch of criminals.
Yeah, they're a bunch of criminals. I'll reinstate that. Now, let's look at the history of Cincinnati. You said, who owned that property?
I wish I knew. I don't know.
Okay, the city, the news should have told you that, first of all. Now, if you look at the history of Cincinnati had a collapse on 75, and one or two people got killed. Nothing happened there.
Collapse on 7. When? What are you talking about? When?
Several years ago, when they were redoing the 75 down in the West End.
Yeah.
They collapsed and killed one or two persons.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So where was the inspector there? Who went to jail? Nobody. Okay, let me go. Ball Furniture, Main Street. Who owned that? Did they go to housing court? Was they fined? No. That was a collapse.
Ball Furniture on Main Street? I don't recall Ball Furniture.
Ball Furniture.
They had a Ball Furniture on Main Street. I don't remember
they
that.
Had a furniture company.
Well, David, what are you talking about? Davis Furniture, maybe?
Davis Furniture. Okay,
Davis,
correct.
yes.
Davis Company. It was vacant. Who owned that? Collect. When did they go to court? Vacant building that. They got money. If you could, the casino. The casino was being built
Yeah.
and collapsed. They didn't even have an address on it. Where was the inspectors there? So you look at that. Then you're saying this house on Riverside used to be police officer, had events there, and police and the history. Why didn't DC 3C purchase the property?
Well, that's not. No, that's pretty much out of 3CDC's range there, down on Riverside. They don't go out that far. They concentrate on over the Rhine, downtown, and that's it. So, they wouldn't be involved in anything down there.
Okay, so the inspector said he went last time they were 2023, 3-4 years ago. Who owned that property? When was they in housing court? When was they put under the same scrutiny as they doing black and brown people? It ain't. Dave's Furniture, same thing. Nothing happened to them. The collapse of down there, nothing. The person killed on 75, collapsed. Nothing happened.
Well, I don't think that's part of the building inspector's job, those bridges. That's part of federal guidelines there. Anything on the interstate, I don't think the Cincinnati building inspectors would have anything to do with that.
Well, either or they wouldn't do nothing anyhow.
Oh, jeez.
And that.
Oh, boy. So, they just can't win with you. Will you be at council? Will you be at council tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Why do you go down there every week and do you make any progress by going down there every week with the same old song and dance?
Well, I know you ain't going to fight for nothing. I understand you ain't going to fight nothing.
Well, and sometimes you get too weak to fight. As Clarence Carter would say. Sometimes you get too weak to fight.
Well, you weak. You said you too weak to fight.
I'm saying you should be too weak to fight now. You've been going down there every day, every week, and you're not getting anywhere.
I am getting somewhere.
Where are you getting?
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. What a man does. Now, I understand you don't understand that. Standing for something and that. I know you ain't going to stand for a whole bunch.
I stand for a lot, but at some point, you got to show some progress. Martin Luther King, he fought and fought and fought. He showed progress. He made progress. Martin Luther King.
Okay. Are you Martin Luther King?
No, are you? That's the question I'm asking. Are you?
I'm closer to him than you.
No, boy. How are you closer?
I'm closer to him than you.
How? Tell me how.
For stuff.
Tell me how.
Because I keep on going down there when you got corruption. You scared of somebody that got
You
corruption.
would think all these years they would have investigated and found some corruption. Did they find any?
You see it every day.
All right.
Did Scotty tell you that the building department and the law department didn't say come into city council and say that, and he told you that never happened?
He said if anybody, if they're doing what you say they're doing, they should be in jail.
Well, he said they should go to jail.
Yeah.
And we go to the poor neighborhood. Now, I know you don't know where the poor neighborhood no more since you live out there with Billy Joe.
Where is the poor neighborhood in Cincinnati now? I mean, they could be any. It could be in Evanston, Avondale. It could be the upper part of Over the Rhine, the northern part of Over the Rhine. What are you talking about?
They said they go to the poor neighborhoods. Now, where are the poor neighborhoods at?
He didn't say poor neighborhoods. He probably said neighborhoods that had the older. I don't think he said we go into poor neighborhoods.
I was there. You wasn't. He said we go to the poor. She said we go to the poor neighborhood. We write them up, and then we tell them to give us the title to their property. If they give us
he said to the if property, we write them up and they don't comply with what we tell them to, then we might do that. But he didn't just say we write them up and then we go take their property. They give them a time to set the property straight.
No. They said we go to the poor neighborhood, we write them up.
and take their house.
They give us the title. Not buy, not trade.
They just take the title.
still.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All
that's
right.
what
Stanford,
they did
I'm
with the
starting
Indians.
to
They're doing
feel
that.
like the mayor feels every week when you come up before them. I'm starting to feel like
Well,
that.
the mayor, this mayor went on to say he didn't even know Nolan. And Channel 9 showed that.
Oh, boy. Okay, I got to go. Thanks for your call. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Samadi. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. 11 today. I got a guess at 11. And then I got a guess at 11:45. Who's at 11:45? Who is it? Who? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's the idea of public schools, yes. Yep. I can see the reflection of the computer monitor on Lincoln's head. Oh, boy. Why are y'all so fascinated with my head? Oh, boy. My head is as smooth as a newborn baby's ass. So smooth. Yeah, they take it from you after so long. There's a process. They just don't come in there. They need the roof fixed. Here's your citation. We'll be back tomorrow to get your title. You know, they don't do that. They give you a chance to fix it. Who is this Queen Taraya, whoever, 7? Who is that? Queen 1027. Even I had to laugh when I said that. Oh, boy. Y'all kill me. Oh, boy.
Teacher. WIN by Autism Speaks helps businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
How about a healthcare worker?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
.30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware on a Tuesday. Yes, it is. Taco Caller Tuesday is what. Well, yes. All right. 513-749-1230. Plus, we got tickets to give away to the Ohio Black Expo that's coming up this weekend. We'll have tickets for that. All you have to do is stick around, and you'll have a chance to win. White Liar.
Hey, will you have any tickets to the White Expo?
No, I won't.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get started here, man. You're really touching my emotions on this radio today, man. you know, the whole Jim Crow thing that you're talking about, like you're trying to trick people into thinking, it's nowhere even near that. And for you to even, like, compare the two, it's weird.
When they set things up so we're outnumbered and can't elect the people who we want, at least give them a fair shot to win, that's Jim Crow.
You just want to elect black people. It's about Democrats and Republicans.
I vote for white people. Everybody, you don't have a choice to vote for white people. You know, in most cases, you don't have a choice. I mean, what are you talking about?
Well, then get out and vote. So my whole thing. So as of late, and I'm sure you'll be happy about this, but I know I'm a big advocate for people going out to vote. I think everyone should vote. But like I sit here and I watch, you know, I voted people I voted for, and then the people I voted for, they got these judges out here blocking that I didn't vote for these judges. So you mean to tell me that a judge can block something that it just goes on all over the country, like something that Trump does and a judge blocks?
Yeah.
You know that's coming to you.
Well, they're federal judges mainly, and federal judges are appointed, and depends on which party has control on which judges get appointed. So,
but you know how we're stuck in this back and forth where, like, if you do it to me, I'm going to do it to you, and like little kids on the school.
Sounds like Donald Trump. Yes, sounds exactly like your leader, Donald Trump.
Stop. You stop. All right. Now, next thing, this levy for Cincinnati public schools. Now, I personally I'm not going to give no money for some kids to be skipping school.
Oh, boy.
So if they can't get their...
The truancy rate is not what you're trying to make it out to be. Yeah, there's some kids who don't come to school, and they're cutting down on that. They got all kind of safeguards in. They call the parents and things like that. So they're cutting down on truancy. So don't use that as an excuse.
You a lie? You a lie? When's the last time you drove around? Now, see, I know you're at work at this time, but when's the last time you drove around downtown, over the Rhine, Avondale, Evanston? When's the last time you drove around during school hours around there, Lincoln?
You don't know what some of these kids could be out of school. They could be homeschooled. You don't know whether these kids are skipping or not. Why don't you ask one the next time you see one wandering around? Ask them, are they supposed to be in school?
But you say that. See, you say that like I wouldn't. What makes you say that? What makes you think there's one bit of punk in me, Lincoln?
Just by you calling up here, talking smack. Yeah, that's you. You got a whole lot of punk in you. He's such a punk. All right, let's move along. 513-749-1230. Let's go to the gangster, Twin.
Put some respect on.
Yeah, right.
Hey, that was a quick hang up, man. Don't hang up on me. I'm sorry. Yo.
Well, it depends on where you go.
Oh, you know you go block anyway.
That all depends on you.
Hey, that's family, man. You hating on that man. And so every time I listen, man, it seems like you stereotype the black people, man.
What are you talking about?
You do, man, every time. I was listening to you the other day. I was like, man, this guy just stereotyped. Just like they talking about the...
Wait, give me an example. You talk all this smack, but you don't have anything to back it up with.
I'm just saying, Lincoln, just like you stereotyped us last year when the white folks down there in Wind Terrace broke in St. Vincent de Paul vein. Oh, you know it's a black people, you know, because it's close to Wind Terrace. But it was a white guy that did. Just like you stereotype when Iris said there's jobs on the bridges and stuff. Oh, you know it's going to be a lot of pot smokers and everything. I'm like...
No, I never said that, so don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that. I said if there's a drug test, you know that's going to eliminate a lot of people when they do those drug tests. And they do that because they know it's going to eliminate a lot of people.
A lot of people don't smoke, man. You just can't put that on nobody. Just like you try to prophesy somebody's death. Oh, they died in 3. Man, what is wrong with you, dude?
Oh, my goodness. Look, what's wrong with me being a prophet, huh? What's wrong with that? I'm still waiting on the second. We had Clarence Carter last week. The next one is coming. Trust me.
No, don't wish death on
I'm
nobody,
not wishing
man.
death on
somebody sit up there and wish death on you?
How is that wishing death on somebody? Everybody's going to die. It's just a matter of when.
I understand all that they go down.
You don't act like it. You don't act like it.
Man, that's not your call, though. That's God's doing, man. You ain't God Almighty.
Oh.
You just a radio host.
Oh, jeez. But I play one on radio.
And then I watched on Damon, Pastor 3D, man. He said, what's the update on the children in the school parking lot, the homeless lot? You know the update about that?
Oh, no, I haven't checked on that. I don't know how many cars are up there. I don't know how many cars are up there.
Then you talk about Jim Crow voting and all that. But let me tell you this, Lincoln. You never talked about John Jackson, man. Joseph Jackson, I believe, back in the 1900s. Remember how they did the Montgomery boycott about the buses?
Yeah. What about
So when a black brother laying his hand out and told Martin Luther King, hey, I got some buses for you, or whatever, he refused to take them. So it's our fault when somebody laying us a hand and all that. I know people don't like it.
I'm sure there was a reason for Martin Luther King saying that. I don't know what the underlying reason was.
Just like you wanted to go in them restaurants and the white people too.
No, we don't know whether what kind of shape those buses were in or anything like that. If Martin Luther King said no, I don't want. There was a reason why.
Man, come on, man. The man had land he bought and put a lot of people on. But you never talk about the goodness of that, man. You never talk about that. That's why I say hell with that vote. Because let me tell you, you talking about they going to take your votes, the Jim Crow law and all that.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Let me tell you this, Lincoln. How long you been voting?
Since I was, maybe 23.
Pause right there. Have you had from 23 all the way up to your 80, however your 76, 78, whatever your age is now, you have any problems now?
No, I don't have any problems now.
So what's the damn problem now?
It's who you can vote for. That's the problem now.
No, ain't no damn problem. Y'all just want to gaslight.
Who's going to best represent you? That person might not have a chance to get in there. That's the problem.
Like, y'all want to gaslight the people and everything. Yeah, they going to take your vote. And, man, get on with that, man. That scared tactics. No, I say hell with the vote, man, because it's not doing no.
Oh, please. Now, there you go, trying to talk people into not voting. See, that's what I call a plant. You're a plant for the Republican Party. Convince black folks not to vote.
Lincoln, I planted tomatoes when I was a shorty for my dad.
Oh,
that's the only time I planted something.
Well, now you're planting the seed of not voting.
Because let me tell you this, Lincoln, you got all these Democrats and stuff, whether you're white or black and out in the city, whatever, in the hood, whatever. What they doing for us, man? Think about it. What are they doing for us?
What is anybody doing for us? What is Trump doing for us? Except having gas prices go up, food going up, everything going up. What is he doing for us?
Back in 2001 when people said, no, Bush, don't vote for him and all that, you weren't complaining then? This ain't never been. Y'all ain't complaining back in 2001 or whatever when Bush got in office.
Oh.
Y'all hated his dad and then his son come along. Why y'all ain't do that?
Okay, who ran against Bush back then? Who ran against Bush?
Al Gore, I believe.
Well, people voted for him, I bet you. Democrats did.
But y'all wasn't doing all this little riff-raff thing y'all doing today.
God. Oh, geez.
Y'all out of hate.
Why are you making excuses for Donald Trump and this economy, and his ratings are the lowest ever for any president? So why are you still backing this guy?
Hey, Lincoln, I'm not worried about Trump because you know why? He's part of the elite. He's part of them. But I'm worried about Lincoln Ware, your pump faking ass. How you be getting down? That's what I'm worried about.
Well, look, don't worry about me. You need to worry. I can't do nothing for the economy. I can't bring gas prices down. Don't worry about me. You need to worry about the guy that's ripping the public off. That's who you need to worry about, not me. Let's take a break for news. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Sentencing is being ordered for a man convicted in the drug overdose of a Sycamore Township woman. 26-year-old Sierra Curley died in 2023, not long after she had been released from rehab. Hamilton County prosecutors say that Malik Mabry sold her the fentanyl compound that claimed her life. He pleaded guilty to a charge of involuntary manslaughter and was sentenced yesterday to 4 to 6 years in prison. Many Cincinnati area drivers are continuing to experience high prices at the gas pump. AAA reports the average price of regular fuel in Cincinnati is now $4.51 per gallon. That's actually 5 cents less than the price 1 week ago. The average cost of a gallon of regular fuel in the state of Ohio is $4.61 per gallon. One person is dead after a Monday night vehicle crash in Winton Place. The accident happened just before 11 p.m. on Spring Grove Avenue. Police officers responding to the crash scene found a person trapped inside of a wrecked SUV. That individual died before they could be sent to the hospital for care. The Reds narrowly lost to the Phillies last night in Philadelphia. 5-4 was the final score. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me?
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with me. And I was telling you earlier about a student who is in the 8th grade, just enrolled in a class at UC. Is it UC?
Cincinnati State.
Cincinnati State. And by the time you, I guess, graduate, you'll have a degree. What type of degree you think you'll have? What type? But will it be a 4-year college degree? Or
we're hoping to get at least an associate's degree, but we're trying to strive for a bachelor's in high school.
Okay. So when you graduate from high school, hopefully you'll have a bachelor's degree. How do you do that? What has to take place for that to happen? And welcome to the show. Let's see, Sonny James, right?
Yes.
Just same name as your father, really? Okay. All right, go ahead.
So it takes commitment. Takes commitment to be willing to strive for what you dream for the benefit of the people of this world, for your community. You know, it takes a lot. It takes courage and bravery. Yeah. It takes a heart to really get this done.
So how did you find out about this program?
I was at home, and my mom had been, researching something on her computer, and she said, "Sonny Renee, I found this." And she walked over to me. I was like, "What is it?" And she showed me it was a program called CCP, College Credit Plus. Mm-hmm. I was like, "We can do that?" Mm-hmm. She said, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you looked at it, you signed up, and you enrolled in your first class.
Yes.
At Cincinnati State. So
3, actually.
3 classes.
Yes.
So you're taking 3 classes, going to school, you go to Norwood, right? Norwood School? Okay. So you're in school, doing all your work you're supposed to do in school, and you're taking 3 college courses. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, when do you have time to do anything? Do you have, you go out with friends? Do you have any extracurricular activities going on or what?
I do have extracurricular activities, and then I do hang out with friends at times, but my main focus is getting done what I need to get done.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I tell you, now, your other classmates think about this or what? They think about?
I'm not sure many of them know about this just yet, okay. I mean...
So when you graduate, when you become a senior, you pretty much have at least 1 degree, at least an associate degree, and then the rest would be like real easy for you. I mean, geez. And how old are you now?
14.
14 years old. Okay. All right. Now, your father here, Pastor James, how did you motivate her to do all this or what? Is that
Well, first of all, Lincoln, let me say greetings to you, my dear brother, and to all of our listening audience. I am honored to be the natural father and bishop to Sister Sonny Renee James. I cannot tell you how overwhelmed with joy myself and my wife, Pastor Kirsten, is for her. She's a dynamic individual. Sometimes I look at her and I say, "Who is your daddy?" I want to meet him one day. She has big goals and big dreams, and one of the funniest stories I have is just this past Tuesday, she had gone to the Norwood City Council, and she told them she had done research, and learned that you only have to be 18 years old to run for mayor in Norwood.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And helped them to understand that she would be running at a very young age.
Okay.
Amen. And that then she would be moving on to run to be the youngest congresswoman in U.S. history. So we've got some tall
plans there. Yeah, I'll tell you.
And we're just stay prayerful. We're delighted to showcase her before the world. And it's a rarity.
Yes, it is.
It's a rarity anywhere in the country. I think the stats say less than 0.08% of middle schoolers even pursue enrolling. But enrolling isn't the end of all ends.
Right.
It's when you actually sit in a class, when you actually go to college. And this past Saturday, Sonny Renee James has set a record for our community in Norwood. To say the least, she sat in her very first class on campus, on college campus.
Geez, at 14 years old. Unbelievable. What did the other students, when they looked at you and they were like, what are you doing here?
They took a picture with her and embraced her. It's like history in the making.
You're 14, Okay, and so, I mean, how is it being it's tough enough just being one parent as a preacher, but you got two parents as a preacher. You're double PK. How does that work?
It's encouraging, really.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's, not many people know my mom, but
I didn't know she was a pastor. I didn't know she was. Okay.
If you know how she works behind the scenes, it's like, wow, she gets it done.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm sure many people know my dad. It's like,
Yeah.
A few.
Well, I tell you, you got to be proud of her. You have to be proud of her, and so you eventually you want to be it sounds like you want to be a politician. That's what it sounds like to me.
So for me, it's not about politics. Like I said, it's about the community, really. That's what I'm striving to be there for. That's who I want to be there for. It's more so about the community and about the people I plan on helping in the near future. It's not about politicians. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's not black versus white. I mean, this is a time and age where we need unity, not division.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, that's all we see.
That's all we see of division. You're right. It can be politics. It can be race. It's division everywhere. And that's probably, I know, Pastor James, you've been out front on the violence that's going on in the city. I see you. What do you tell your daughter? Do you tell, be careful where you go? I'm sure you're afraid when she leaves home and you're not around.
Well, that doesn't happen often.
Okay.
She recently went to the U.S. Capitol. She went to Washington, D.C. just weeks ago.
Okay.
And Pastor Kirsten and I prioritized being there the whole trip with her.
Okay.
Because we understand these are troubling times. I mean, just look at it, Lincoln. It's not just the youth. On our way coming over, I had to hear my daughter say, just listening to some of the callers, listening to how we address each other. And what we've got to remember
she probably was listening to Twin a few minutes ago. But
well,
anyway.
she listened to the whole thing. But what we as especially people of color need to identify and understand is that there's a whole nation of God-fearing people that are coming in our footsteps. And everything we say and do, Lincoln, actually helps shape their mind. And then we sit back and wonder, why do the youth act the way they act?
And somebody called me yesterday, said they saw some kids running through Kenwood, just running back and forth, yelling and just making a scene.
Yeah.
What do you, now, if you had been in Kenwood when they were doing that, would you have said anything to them?
Absolutely. I'm a little bit different. They said years ago, Lincoln, as you may remember, I had some very serious health challenges, and they said I wasn't supposed to be here. So every moment, and this is what we teach my daughter, every moment is a gift, and we have to treat it as such.
Yeah.
And when you see things, see something, say something. And young folks know me. They'll be like, oh, Lord, here come that bishop. Here come the bald-head juicy fruit. Here he comes. He's going to get out of his car, and he's going to challenge us.
Yeah.
Because I love you that much. And I think my daughter has adopted some of those same ideologies that, if you're not a part of the solution,
Yeah.
you're still just a part of the
Well, why
problem.
do you think they're acting like that, though?
There's a lot of different
Yeah.
reasons, but that's why we're forming the Called into Action with Sonny Renee. You know, anytime you see me on the news, you guess who you see right there with me.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, okay.
This Thursday, Channel 9 is going to do a big report on her, a story that probably will go viral nationwide. And we teach our daughter to stay humble, stay God-fearing, and have a heart to forgive. Because a lot of these kids, they just need somebody to say, I love you. I'm here for
Yeah,
you.
and they don't have that. A lot of them don't have
A lot of
that.
them don't have it. Even those that we think have that don't. So I'm just proud of Sonny Renee. You should see her amongst her peers.
Okay.
You know, they don't look at her as a 14-year-old. They look
I
at
know,
her as,
yeah. I mean,
you know,
I
even
can't
the
believe
school staff. You
I'm
know,
just
it's like-
listening to her. She doesn't sound like a 14-year-old, you know? Unbelievable. Well, here's another part of your family. Pastor Christian James, your mother is right here on the line. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. You should be proud of your daughter.
Oh, I'm very proud, Sonny Renee. She is an exceptional young lady. I'm grateful to God for her. She's such a bright light in my life, and just a special young lady. Just how she cares about others and her peers and her family. She's just a wonderful person.
She seems to care about others. I noticed that about her. And if she plans on getting into politics, boy, she'd be tough to debate. I mean, she could be. I believe she would be a tough debater. You know?
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely one to be challenged by.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can see that. She will, if something you say that she doesn't think is right, she'll go at you and prove her case. You know, she will argue her case very well.
Yes, we see that at home often.
Yeah, I can imagine. But you got to be proud to see her start her first class over at Cincinnati State at the age of 14. When you took her over there to drop her off, what were you feeling?
I was very excited for her. It brought back a lot of memories. Because when I was in a sophomore in high school, I was in a college program at Mount St. Joseph where I graduated from, and I took some college credit, but nothing like what Sonny Renee is doing right now. So I am very proud of her. It just brought back really good memories, and I'm very happy for her to be able to have this opportunity to excel and to. You know, college is very expensive.
Yeah, right.
You know, and so if our youth have an opportunity to take advantage of something like this at an earlier age, if they're capable of, you know, handling the coursework, if they're capable of it, and I believe Sonny Renee is, then why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And save yourself, save your family, the debt, the trouble, and go for it, you know. We teach her to reach for her highest goals, her dreams, you know, and do the best you can, you know.
Well,
so why not do that? But a lot of times the opportunity is not afforded to, especially our youth, you know.
And a lot of times the opportunity is there; they just don't take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, Pastor Christian James. And do you get up there and preach some Sundays?
I do. I just preach. I minister every Sunday, and I call to discipleship class. But I did minister for our morning worship service this past Sunday. Check us out on Facebook Live. Keep it real. Worldwide Ministry.
Are you one of those hoopers, or are you just more like?
I'm more of a teacher.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling, and we're proud of your daughter, and thank you for checking in with us. And we'll look for her report on Channel 9 that's coming up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Now, what about they showed you the curriculum in class? Do you think it's going to be kind of tough? What classes are you taking, by the way?
So the class I took this past Saturday was quantitative reasoning.
Okay.
I'm also signed up for Spanish and personal finance.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. You're on your way. Yes,
one of the things I just have to share with your listening audience, in order to be a part of the CCP program, it's not like you just fill out some paperwork and then you just sign into college. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
You have to go on the college campus just like a regular student, and you have to take the Accuplacer placement test.
Okay.
And to Sunny Renee's credit, Lincoln, she scored so well on the Accuplacer test. When we went to introduce her to Dr. Walker, her professor for the quantitative, whatever that name of that class is, when she went to meet her, Dr. Walker said, "Oh, my God." She goes, "Sunny Renee, you scored even higher than the requirements for my class."
Jeez.
So when I leave here later today, I'm going back over to the college and review her placement scores because it's possible that she's already scored
enough to not even have to take the class, baby.
To bypass certain classes.
Yeah, right.
And she's only in the 8th grade. That's something we got to celebrate. So I'm honored. And to the parents that are listening, don't be distracted when even those administrators don't seem to show the enthusiasm or the excitement.
Yes.
You've got to press your way for your child. It's not for everybody, I will say that. But if you have a child that's exceptional in any way, go for it.
Yeah.
If they're set on college, she already has a law firm in Columbus who's willing to hire her once she gets her law degree, goes to law school, passes the bar. She already, at 14, already has a law firm saying, "You're on my team."
Jeez.
So she's really ahead of the curve.
I tell you.
There's so many other youth out there that are exceptional as well.
All right, before we go, got one quick call to get to. Reverend Peter Mingo, how you doing?
All right, Lincoln, my brother. Hey, Sonny, how you doing?
Which one, Bishop?
Hey, your daughter, and you also, and your wife. Lincoln, that girl is phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal. You know, we have a close association with her father and her mother over the last 4 or 5 years. And the way she has developed during that time, my God, you know,
she's already ahead of the game. She's ahead of the game right now. She's starting off, there's at the starting line, and she's at the 50-yard dash in the 100 meters. So she's at the 50, she's at the 50-meter line right now.
And there's another kid, and basically we'll probably be calling with him later on this week. Basically, who's got something going on upstairs. But this girl, as far as young ladies are concerned, my God, phenomenal.
All right, well, Peter Mingo, thank you for checking in with us. We appreciate it. All right, Sonny, congratulations once again, and good luck, and keep in touch with us. Let us know how you're doing, when you, because I see you're 14 now, and just a few more years, you'll be 18, and with
running for mayor.
Running for mayor. Yeah, I want to follow you and run for mayor of Norwood. That'll be history making. That'll be history making. A black person, the mayor of Norwood. We never thought we'd see that happen.
One last thing, Lincoln, I need to make sure that your viewing audience understands. And the thing that we teach our daughter, it's no longer Republican versus Democrat, black versus white. Folks, we've got to come together, and we've got to really teach our children by way of example that if we don't bridge the gap and get with people from across the aisle, people who don't think like you. Lincoln, I don't know about your listeners, but I've had people in my own family that didn't think like me, that I didn't think like. But guess what? At the end of the day, we were family. And to your listening audience, we're all listening to you because we're part of a family. So let's start teaching. And when people see me out there, they say, "What's Bishop doing with all them Republicans?" I'm holding them accountable.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm doing.
There you go.
Don't think I'm sucking up. Don't think I'm getting paid. I don't accept a dime. But what I'm doing is I'm saying to them, don't lie to my people, or I'm going to embarrass you. And I'm so grateful. We got folks on all levels. Connie Pillage, I want to say thank you to her, who's been a tremendous influence on Sunny Renee. And Cecil Thomas has been there for her. just so many people.
Yeah.
My girl in pink on
Cincinnati.
City Council.
Mika Owens.
Mika Owens
Yes.
is a great supporter. Jan Michelle Kearney is a great supporter. Pastor Corey Bowman. I know folks upset because he happens to be the brother of the
J.D.
vice
Vance.
president.
Yeah. Well,
But I mentor him, and I promise the people,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to see some great things coming out of people who are not black that are committed to help people of color.
All right.
And I'll put my life on it.
Well, as my old Filipino girlfriend used to say when I was in the Marine Corps, to see is to believe.
There you go.
All right. All right. Thank you both for joining me.
God
Sonny
bless you.
And Sonny and Sonny. Sonny, good luck, and let us keep in touch with us, okay? And we'll watch for you on Channel 9 this coming Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. We'll watch for you. And maybe we need to come on my TV show. I'll talk to you after we go to break about coming on my TV show. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the Trip After Dark podcast.
So I told him to go to therapy. I don't need therapy. I don't need to talk to no stranger about, like, what? All my stuff is fine.
One of the things I've been thinking about when we talk about safety is harm. When I talk about accountability and we talk about love, we have to consider we do each other harm.
This is the Trip After Dark podcast. Listen on the Trip After Dark app and urban1podcast.com.
President Obama's Presidential Library will open in Chicago this summer. Four Seasons Travel has a train trip departing August 8th through the 11th. Call 513-761-8022 or go to www.4seasonstvl.com. Rates from $765 per person, double occupancy. 513-761-8022. 513-761-8022.
Council on Aging is celebrating 55 years of service to older adults, people with disabilities, and caregivers in our community. When you need help for yourself or an older loved one, contact Council on Aging for unbiased advice, information, and connection to community resources. Details at 513-721-1025 or online at help4seniors.org. That's help4seniors.org.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Giving voice to the community. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, until 1 o'clock this afternoon. We had a bunch of Sonnies in here. We had the father Sonny, the daughter Sonny, and our Sonny. Yes. She came up to take a picture, yes. But, man, I mean, she seems like she's on her way. She knows the path she wants to take. And there you go. And she's a PK. Normally those PKs are tough to deal with. You know, these PKs are something else. She's got double PK, you know. I got to learn how to teach instead of preach. She says she's not a hooper. She says she's a teacher. I like to hoop whenever it calls for. And we're going to rest this little feeble message here this Tuesday morning. Amen. All right. All right. We will move along. 513-749-1230. Miss Thomas, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Lincoln?
I'm hanging in there. What's on your mind?
Well, one thing I never hear about anymore is the lottery. Maybe the lottery people need to pitch in more money to the schools. They have a lot of money.
The lottery, they paid their whatever they agreed upon when the lottery first came in. That's what they're doing. A certain percentage is going to the general fund that's supposed to be set aside for schools. But like I say, it's just a drop in the bucket. People think that lottery money is going to cover the whole school. No, it's just a drop in the bucket. What it takes for the public schools, what the lottery gives. And I don't think that's going to change any. I don't think you're going to get any more out of the lottery.
Well, they need to revisit revisit it and find out, can they get any more, because they need them, because people don't want to pay that much. You know, homeowners we already stuck in a mire, so there's just not no more money there for anything.
It's more money. I think the state could do more than they're doing. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, that's what y'all need to start talking about. I don't hear you talking about it that much.
Well, we talk about it, just not that. I mean, the Republicans run the state, and they're determined to run Cincinnati, run public schools out of business. It looks like they're determined to do that.
I don't know why.
They want this private voucher type system to run the state. So that's the direction they're heading.
Well, they're making a big mistake.
Yes, I agree. Okay. Hey,
that's all I had. I'm Stefan's cousin.
Oh, okay. I won't hold that against you.
Remember I called in talking about Malcolm X? I'm the same person.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Miss Thomas. Appreciate it.
Take care.
All right. That's
Stefan. Do my best.
Right. That's Stefan's cousin. And she's going to do her best, Miss Thomas. All right. We need to take another quick break. We were late for break last time, and we got another one coming up on us. We'll do that right now. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
Oh, I like it.
Kevin Aldridge said he's going to invite me to preach at his church one Sunday. I got some hoop in me.
Oh, boy.
Now, if I write out my sermon here, you do this on the spur of the moment, and I don't have time to think about what I'm preaching about. So I just ad-lib, but
I think the ad-lib is better.
No, one of these days I'm going to have a real sermon.
No, don't have a real sermon. Just off the top of your head. You're doing great. You're doing great.
I don't know. I like to think this stuff out. Oh. Unbelievable. But, he has to be proud of her. Starting classes at Cincinnati State, and she's 14 years old. And then scored high on the test to get in there, scored high on the test. So I'm going to try to get them on my TV show this coming it'll be on this coming Sunday morning. But no coffee at the podium. You mean the pulpit? Yeah. I'm going through all 66 books of the Bible. All 66.
You talking about a long sermon, huh? Oh, boy.
Now, that's during my preaching tenure when I opened up my church.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crown Royal Ministries.
Oh, yeah. And instead of passing the basket, I'm going to pass I'm going to pass the purple bag. Pass the purple bag. Probably the 11:45. Yeah, I think it's 11:45, people. Pamela Kinney, feeble pastor with a feeble message. Unbelievable. Instead of drinking wine, you drink shots. Oh, boy. Lincoln, it's only a matter of time before you get struck by lightning.
May be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
You don't have to be a star. It's almost sounds like that song, You Don't Have to Be a Star to be in my show. To be in my show. There's a song out there, and it sounds like that at the beginning. I don't know. How am I going to do the on-the-job check-in? Do you have a long enough song for me to do an on-the-job check-in since I can't do Crunked Up anymore? How do we do that?
I don't know. We might be able to get away with Crunked Up because it's like a repeat of I forget it's like a repeat of the bed, you know. Might be able to get away with that one.
Okay.
But I'll look into it.
Yeah, I haven't done the on-the-job check-in in a while. Because we've been doing that since I was at WCIN, the on-the-job check-in. Yes. All right. Let's move along. Looks like Doug is up. Doug, what's going on? How you doing today?
Fine, Lincoln, and yourself?
I'm hanging in there, hanging in.
The Reverend that just left?
Yes.
He was talking about he doesn't identify black, white, Republican, Democrat.
Yeah, family.
That we should come together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just like for him to know that since 1865, black people have been trying to get together with white people, and they don't want to do it. So, you know, act like it doesn't exist. It exists out there. There's differences, and we got to accept people's differences for what they are. And so I'll leave it at that. But dealing with the passage of a levy for public schools, I think it's a long shot, unless, like you said, non-homeowners vote in massive numbers, and that's the long shot there. That's where the long shot comes in. You look in my observations, young and older black citizens, they run from further education. They don't embrace education, and I'm talking. I ain't saying everyone, but I'm saying there's a large number of young and black people who don't embrace expanding their knowledge.
Well, I mean, you look at the cost of education today. These colleges, the cost is just out of control. They're cutting back on scholarships and aid and all this stuff. So it's not easy nowadays to go to college.
No, it's not, Lincoln, and that's the reason I'm glad that I was able to go because of the riots that happened in the 60s. Open up a lot of things that allow us to go to college. And Lincoln, I almost went to college for free because I was poor and didn't have any money, and there was a lot of money available. So the money's there. It's just that they redirecting it to different places. But America could do that, but they won't do it again.
No, they won't.
Then I heard you talking about Massie and the other guy, something G start with a
Gilrine.
Yeah. And Lincoln, I listen. Well, you can't help from listening to their commercials because there's so many.
Oh my
of them.
goodness, back to back to back to
Yes.
back. I mean,
yes. There's some things that they have in common, and that's what I want to talk about. And what's the other guy? Start with the G. What's his name again?
Which one? Gilrine?
Yeah, Gilrine. And Massie, both of them agree with Trump more than 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So there's no real big difference.
Right.
And then on their commercials, Lincoln, they was using black people as the enemy. They said AOC, which is the lady, the Congress lady. They talked about the Black Lives Matter. They talked about DEI.
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 Yeah.
They was talking about anything. They was accusing each other of helping black people.
Right, helping blacks and gays.
Right, and if you do that, that's a major crime to MAGA. And then both of them are MAGA Republicans. So there's no real difference between the two. So I don't look.
Well,
whoever wins ain't gonna change.
Well,
nothing.
I know, but I just want them to send a message by voting for Massie over Trump to let Trump know he doesn't have all the power he thinks he has. That's the only reason why I want Massie to win, to send a message to Donald Trump and to send a message to Republicans.
Well, like I say, I don't. Either one of them, neither one of them is about us or trying to help or trying to help people outside themselves. And then the last thing I want to say, Lincoln, black people that do vote only vote in presidential elections most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
A great majority of them only vote in presidential elections.
You're right.
And they don't vote in the primaries, which is that's where our real power would be, is in the primaries, because we could choose who's going to run. But we don't do that. And then a high number of voters, and I'm particularly talking about black voters, they don't participate in community events, community councils. So therefore, the community doesn't benefit as time goes on. So a lot of it is ourselves. It's what we do or don't do, but we look, well, we don't even look at, Lincoln, like I say, man, it's so disappointing to see things happening in the community, and then you go, and there's no one there.
I admit, you're always there. You're always there at everything, Doug. I don't know if you still were working. I don't know if you would make all that stuff, but you've been retired from the city for quite a few years, and you just out there at all those events just to see what's going on. I see you looking, talking to people, and
trying to figure out what can we do to increase our power. Lincoln, we have a lot of power, but because many of us, I'm going to use the word again, many of us are ignorant, and I ain't saying dumb, but I'm saying ignorant, meaning that you don't realize, you don't know the power that you have, so we just throw it away. We just give it away by either not voting or voting in all scattered instead of block voting, which we used to do some years ago. So a lot of it is on us, but again, Lincoln, we don't want to get out there and do the things that need to be done. And those who are doing it, they keep telling us, we need more people. We need more people. Come out. We need more people. And we still don't come. So, the future doesn't seem bright to me from what I'm looking at. And I could be wrong. I could be 1,000% wrong. But just by being out there and observing and talking to people, we really, it's like shooting ourselves in the foot, Lincoln.
I hear you, Doug.
Thanks, Lincoln.
All right.
That's all. I'm finished.
All right, Doug, thanks for your call. That's Doug Springs laying it out there. Let's go to Brent. Then we got Queen and Al. Oh, boy. Brent, how you doing today?
I'm fine. Lincoln, how are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. What's on your mind?
Thank you for having the teenager Sonny in your studio.
Yes, Sonny James, yes.
Yes, just showing that there are so many intelligent young people, and that helps somewhat balance out the pure stupidity and the dumbosity of a twin who calls in, who is anti-education,
anti-everything, anti-life.
Yeah, and if twin did go to school, he didn't learn nothing. So he proves it every single time he talks. He doesn't know the meaning of words, so that's why he makes up dumb words and dumb phrases, trying to make himself seem he just seems dumber. But what are we going to talk about? Oh, now you were talking about trying to do the on-the-job check-in. We are in graduation season, and it would be nice to do a graduation check-in so folks can give shout-out to their young people graduating from high school and colleges.
I guess we could do that. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Yes.
So as your assistant program director, let's make that happen. Let's make it happen. And what was the last thing I had here? I don't know if you saw the story. It's in a county south of Houston. I want to say it's Brazos, but I think I'm getting the name wrong. But there was an old, pasty, white attorney who continuously called the other counsel, the other attorney, black lady, called her the N-word over and over again, so much so that the judge had to check him. And then he was going into, I guess, a hearing, and there is a guy down there called Quanell X, and he holds no punches and everything. He walked up to the white man and said, "Now you call me the N-word. Oh, you know, if you big and bad, because I'll make you taste the ancestors."
Oh boy! Wow! And then what happened?
Oh, he didn't do. Of course, the white dude didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing, because Quanell X would have laid him out. But that just shows you the white courage, the racist courage that just continues to permeate through these white folks. And yeah, I agree with Doug from the standpoint is that a lot of these white folks would rather burn down the whole damn house than to share it with anybody non-white.
Of course.
You saw what they did with the swimming pool, so much that they would cement the swimming pools in order to keep them from being integrated, or pour bleach and acid in the swimming pool while black people are in there.
And I hear what Sonny James, the Reverend Sonny James, was saying. But that's a big order. That's a big ask, you know, for everybody to come together. Look at who's leading the country. How can we come together when the person that's leading the country is so divisive?
Yeah, and it's all from a basic standpoint that if they continue with this mindset that they are superior, and that we are inferior, and that everything that black people does has to be suspect, but everything that they do is on the up and up, when we know they are mediocre and subpar at best, the overwhelming majority of them. But the so-called good white ones, you know, they can say, "I'm not a racist," you know, like your good friend KKK Craig, but he isn't anti-racist. He hasn't spoken out against any of the things that Donald Trump is doing with any effect, nor does he have the influence over his so-called white friends and even the black friends in order to make change. So he's just there for show and sees us as his own personal entertainment.
All right, Brent, thanks for your call. Got to run. Appreciate it. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Queen, Al, and others holding on. We'll get to you on the Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further than Dear Future Wifey. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this podcast is the perfect place to engage in thoughtful discussions about relationships. Join us on a journey of exploration and recovery as we explore the world of love and discover the secrets to successful relationships. Tune in every week for new episodes on the Urban One Podcast Network. Go to urbanonepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Cincinnati Public Schools is here for kids. CPS turns big dreams into bright futures. Set your student up for success by enrolling in a CPS kindergarten for the 2026-27 school year. Learn more by attending a kindergarten roundup May 11th to 14th from 4 to 7 p.m. at participating neighborhood schools. Meet the principal, tour the school, and begin the registration process. Go to cps-k12.org to learn more. CPS offers more stability, more programs, more support, more opportunity. Know the difference. CPS students have access to college and career pathways that provide real-world experiences and prepare them for what's next. Enroll today for the 2026-27 school year. Go to cps-k12.org/enroll to get started. Give your child a gold medal start. Enroll in one of CPS's high-quality gold medal-rated preschools. Choose from one of our half or full-day options at 39 convenient locations across Cincinnati. Learn more at cps-k12.org/preschool. Cincinnati Public Schools. We are here for kids.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
President Obama's Presidential Library will open in Chicago this summer. Four Seasons Travel has a train trip departing August 8th through the 11th. Call 513-761-8022 or go to www.4seasonstvl.com. Rates from $765 per person, double occupancy. 513-761-8022. 513-761-8022.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is a job for Sponsored Jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part? Knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
I guess I called AA because alcohol didn't work anymore. Drinking used to give me a sense of meaning in life. I called AA not knowing what to expect. Certainly not cheerfulness, but that's what I got. People had humor. They seemed to be at ease. I hung around. Now I feel much more comfortable with myself and the people around me. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You're listening to The Lincoln Ware Show.
Unbelievable.
On your talk and information station, 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. In the studio, we've got Dr. Taylor Porter. He's the Regional Vice President of IDEA Operations. And, of course, he's a Cincinnati native and a former UC football alum. And he played tight end under Antonio, and then you moved to... Where did you move?
I moved over to defensive line, either when I gained 20 pounds or when we got our new coach. It could be either way.
Okay, all right. And where did you go to high school here?
Originally from Northeast Ohio, small town up in Stark County, and came down to UC to start playing ball back in 05.
All right. So what's going on over at the IDEA Cincinnati schools there? Been around a while. I know I've seen the one up in Lincoln Heights. Still have the one up there?
Yes, sir. So we actually have two beautiful campuses. Mm-hmm. The one you just mentioned is 1011 Glendale Milford Road. Mm-hmm. That's called IDEA Valley View. The other campus is 2700 Glenway Avenue, and that's over in Price Hill.
Okay. Now, how is the curriculum there? I know they wear uniforms, I do believe. Seems
that's
like
right.
I've seen kids with uniforms on.
So the uniforms are actually well received by our community. It really makes your life a little bit easier the night before when you're planning what your baby's going to wear to school. But I want to also mention what makes us special is our curriculum is advanced placement for all students. And that is special because you can't get that in every school. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes, if you're a black or brown student, you maybe are not invited to spaces that are rigorous or really challenging. But that's what we're all about at IDEA, is guaranteeing that every student experiences advanced placement courses as well as the arts.
Okay. All right. And do they play any sports there? Do they have sports teams?
So not only do we have sports, we also... tomorrow on May 20th are breaking ground on a $3 million athletic complex.
Oh, okay.
And so we're one of the few schools in the city that will have a turf field, stadium, lights to play at night. It's going to be beautiful. And if you come out to Price Hill, 2700 Glenway Avenue, Wednesday, May 20th, you will see me and my entire team with balloons, and we're going to be celebrating breaking ground on that complex.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's going to be great for that area, I'm sure. Man. I tell you. So what are some of the other academic opportunities that's available at IDEA schools here?
Yes, so the academic opportunity and academic experience at IDEA, like I mentioned, is about advanced placement. This is a college-bound environment.
Okay.
Nearly 100% of our students graduate and go on to college.
Really? Okay.
And also, what makes our culture special, it's called CREW, and our tagline is, "We are crew, not passengers." And what that should signal to all of us is that this environment is for everyone to be actively involved and taking care of our kids. So teachers, counselors, principals, bus drivers, our kitchen staff, everybody plays a role in making sure our kids have a high quality experience.
Now, you say almost 100% of your graduates go on to college.
Yes, sir, and that is what makes us special. IDEA Cincinnati has been here for 4 years. IDEA Public Schools is a 25-year-old organization with roots in Texas, Florida, and now myself and Mr. Matt Robinson are leading the operations here in Greater Cincinnati.
All right, so what are the age grades you cover?
So students and families are welcome to come to our school from kindergarten through 11th grade for the fall of 26-27.
Okay, kindergarten through 11th. What do they do for the 12th grade?
So for 12th grade, remember, we've been here for 4 years. We matriculate year over year. And so this upcoming school year, we'll be offering kindergarten through 11th grade. And then in 27, we will have a full-fledged kindergarten through 12th grade experience.
Okay, man, I tell you, you guys, I didn't realize you had been around that long, though. I mean, you've been around for quite a bit. And the cost for parents to get their kids there, is there a cost?
I've got even more good news for you. Not only are we a free public school, we also have free transportation for all of our students and families.
Really?
In addition to that, we also provide breakfast, lunch, and supper. Those are programs that we offer because we really believe in doing what's best for the student to equip them and prepare them to be successful academically. We have to get them to school, so we got that covered, and then we have to feed them. We got that covered as well.
Wow, I tell you can't beat that. Transportation and food. You can't beat that. Now, how does a parent find out about how to get their kid enrolled in the school? When does the school start for this upcoming year? I mean, I guess you're just getting ready to close down
Here's
now.
what you need to know. I'm going to talk slow. The first day of school is August 13th, and you need to act now. We did go on a wait list last year. So what that means is you can go to our website. It's ideapublicschools.org, and you can go do the application online, or I can even help you personally. Again, my name is Dr. Taylor Porter. You can call our school at 513-991-7445. You need to act now to complete an application, and then we'll walk you through completing your registration to be ready to go for the first day of school on August 13th, 2026.
Now give that phone number again.
The phone number to register and apply is 513-991-7445. Call right now. Do not wait.
So you say transport. What if a kid lives in Avondale? You can get them to school.
Anybody that's within 10 miles of one of our campuses, remember, we are located in Lincoln Heights. We're also located in Priceville. Any student, grades kindergarten through 11th grade, if you're within 10 miles, we got you covered.
Got them covered. Man, okay, I tell you, I mean, it sounds great. I like when I pass by there, I see the kids in the uniform and everything like that. So it seemed like, and they all seem very happy.
That's crew culture. We are crew, not passengers.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, it sounds good to me. I know people like to, sort of hit back these schools hurting Cincinnati public schools. Do you hear that a lot?
No, I actually think that families deserve to have options, and we maybe are not the option for everybody, but if you want your kid to go to college, if you want your kid to have friends, if you want your kids to have transportation and food, you should consider IDEA Public Schools.
And they should come to that school getting ready to study and, be prepared.
That's right. This is a college-bound environment. Right, and even what attracted me from being a 10-year high school principal to coming over to IDEA, it's really the AP advanced placement courses. That is something you really don't get access to in a lot of communities. But at IDEA, that is our foundation. Every student will experience AP classes as well as the arts.
Now, how do you fare with, is there a report card you get from the state?
Yes, sir. Last year, we had a 3.5-star rating on the state report card. I'm excited for the next iteration of that, which comes out in September. Our goal is to be a 5-star school, and we need you and your kiddos to help us get there.
All right. Oh, man, I tell you, you seem like, every question you've got answered. It sounds like a great school. People need to try to get your kids involved, get them registered before the August school opening. Once again, give the website and the phone number.
Our website to apply and register is IDEA Public Schools. That is IDEA, Public Schools.org. And our phone number where you can apply and register is 513-991-7445. Do not wait.
All right. Thank you for joining me. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Go UC Bearcats.
That's right. UC Bearcats. Let's do it.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Sentencing is being ordered for a man convicted in the drug overdose of a Sycamore Township woman. 26-year-old Sierra Curley died in 2023, not long after she'd been released from rehab. Hamilton County prosecutors say that Malik Mabry sold Curley the fentanyl compound that claimed her life. Mabry pleaded guilty to a charge of involuntary manslaughter and was sentenced yesterday to 4 to 6 years in prison. One person is dead after a Monday night vehicle crash in Winton Place. The accident happened just before 11 p.m. on Spring Grove Avenue. Police officers responded to the crash scene and found a person trapped inside of a wrecked SUV. That individual died before they could be sent to the hospital for care. Bond has been set at $1 million for a man charged in a fatal shooting on a Cincinnati bus. 52-year-old James Bond was shot on the bus Saturday, not far from the Cincinnati Zoo. 27-year-old Leonte Costin appeared in court yesterday and pleaded not guilty to a charge of murder. And the Reds narrowly lost to the Phillies last night. 5-4 was the final score. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati. My camera won't get straight here for some reason.
You got to fire the cameraman.
Yes. We'll get it together sooner rather than later. But 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. It is Tuesday. We've got a lot going on around the tri-state, the nation, and the world. Now, I have to admit, that Idea School sounds like a pretty good school. I mean, nothing against Cincinnati Public. I love them too. But, I mean, he sounds like he's got a pretty good program going. It sounds like it. I mean, they got, 3.5 stars, he says, and pushing toward a 5-star school. They've got the advanced placement classes, so the AP classes. I mean, they got it all going on. Everything's going well. And all right, let's get back to the phones. 513-749-1230. Let's go to, oh boy, let me fasten my seatbelt. Let's go to Queen. Queen, what's on that feeble mind of yours today?
Well, so it's refreshing to see young kids.
Hold on, get the phone together. Pull your phone up to your mouth and talk in it.
It's refreshing to see young kids thriving, like the preacher's daughter. She wants to go into politics, and that's somewhat inspiring to me to keep an eye on her. I hope that she will consider the children who, particularly the African race, seem to discredit and recognize that these children are the future. They are beacons to the problems in their own communities. Those children running around in the street don't have anything except for street life. You need to consider street life and what's the cause and effect of it. Transportation is a mode of human advancement, and I would hope that you consider street life.
Street life?
Symptoms in communities and our neighborhoods.
I don't know of any community that don't have street lights at some point. I mean, what are you talking about?
The African American community, as far as transportation is concerned, is about 80-20.
Huh?
Children grow up generation after generation without transportation. They can't go nowhere.
Oh, come on. There's plenty of transportation. What are you talking about? Everybody's got
cars,
some kind of car. It might be a hoopty, but they got a car.
Them around so they can take care of their business. Now, the preacher's daughter won't have to worry about that. And the your poverty programs should at least offer modes of transportation to children who thrive in education. And the fact that you talk about the lottery, you got the Sinclairs, and you got a young man by the name of Policy Sam, who actually gave birth to the lottery. What? That's our birthright.
What
the
hell are you talking about?
The lottery back and streamline it.
How do we have a birthright to the lottery?
Because we're the one who invented it.
Okay, all right. Okay. I mean, there were, you talk about the numbers game. You talk about the numbers game when they used to have numbers runners and all that stuff.
Well,
I'm thinking that's what you're talking
about. They called Policy Sam from the 1800s. He the one introduced it. You got Madam Sinclair, who brought it to the community and made the community rich.
Yeah, but it was illegal.
If anybody
then
got a right to take it back, it's the church. And also the church can offer cars to intelligent young people who thrive in education.
How is the church going to offer cars to who now? Who you want them to offer cars to?
To young kids like the preacher's daughter who's thriving in education and don't have it once they graduate.
Yeah. Well, she'll probably have her license. Most young men don't even have their license nowadays. They don't even think about getting a driver's license.
Yeah, because all your community has to offer is street life.
Oh, my God. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And she drops the mic. The only thing our community have to offer is street lights. Oh, that's the only life I know. Street light. Oh, she said street lights, not street life. Okay. Anyway, that was a wasted call. Anyway, I do believe. All right, I've got a pair of tickets to give away to the Ohio Black Expo that's happening in Columbus this weekend. Looking for something to do? I've got a pair of tickets for caller number 3 right now at 513-749-1230. Caller 3 at 749-1230. If you call at 3, I'll give you a pair of tickets to go up to the Ohio Black Expo in Columbus this weekend. Caller number 3 at 749-1230. You're caller number 1. I'm looking for number 3. Sorry. You're caller number 2. So close. I'm looking for number 3. Hey, guess what? You're caller number 3.
All right.
What's your name?
Kevin Brock.
What is it? Kevin Brock?
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, congratulations. You got yourself a pair of tickets to the Black Expo up in Columbus. What part of town you calling from?
Cincinnati.
Where in Cincinnati?
Avondale.
Avondale. That's what I was trying to reach down in your throat and pull out. Avondale. All right. What station just made you a winner?
1230 The Buzz.
All right, hold on. Okay. Woo, boy. All right, we got through that. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Looks like Marquetta is up. Marquetta, how you doing?
Hey, Mr. Ware, good morning. I'm glad to see that Clyde Bennett got 2 of the people who was in the brawl off on misdemeanor charges. I don't think those were felony acts at all.
Right.
Congratulations, Mr. Bennett. Why does James Bond's killer have a bond?
Well,
this man shot my friend in his side 2 times.
Shot him 3 times.
And then shot him in the back of his head.
I know.
On public transportation. Why does he have a bond?
Well, I mean, $1 million. Who's going to bond him out for that? Come on.
At 10%, that's $150,000. Anybody can go to a bondsman and get that. Why is he eligible for a bond? What part of soft on crime don't your city hear?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I heard the brother talk about Brother Quanell X here in Houston. Who is a strong black male leader?
You asking me that?
I'm asking you, who is that? Who is it? Who do you consider? Like, I appreciate Jamal Bryant right now. His church just bought 300 units, I think, a low-income housing development with his church's efforts. I would consider that a strong black male lead.
Yeah.
Who else do you consider? I wouldn't consider Al Sharpton or Hakeem Jeffries. So let's not mention him.
Okay, you said don't mention Hakeem Jeffries. And when he first started out and came to the spotlight, I thought he was, but seems like for some reason he's toned down. He's toned down a little. Somebody scared him or something.
He came out and said, "What? We can't do nothing. We can't do nothing with the Republicans. What can we do?" Who do you see battling J.D. Vance, who is a weak candidate? But if he has Rubio, then he would have a strong ticket. Do you see AOC and Jeffries as a competing ticket?
I mean, I don't. AOC, I don't think she could. She
got the population of Hispanics with her.
I don't know. I don't know if AOC.
If you vote black and people vote Hispanic, they would vote AOC. She got a large. But I don't think
you're going to have to get a certain amount of white votes too, and I don't think she could get them. I don't think she could get them.
So who is going to contend against this administration that we talk about and complain about every day?
I still think Kamala Harris can win with the right VP. I think Kamala Harris might be the ticket.
Ross was a disaster.
I know that was a disaster.
Let me ask you about Massie. You know, Massie's main thing is to make AIPAC register as a foreign agent. Are you familiar with him saying that?
I think I did hear something about that, but I Massie, he's Trump all the way. Like you said, he voted with Trump. He voted with Trump most of the time, and I don't know why Trump is so angry with him. He was with Trump almost every single vote, except those couple of votes and the impeachment.
AIPAC. The American Israeli Political Action Committee gave Trump $250 million. Elon Musk gave Trump $300 million. You're talking about cryptocurrency dealers, which is a false currency, bankrolling this man. My question is, we like to fight and argue against each other because that's easy to call names and spread gossip and, slander each other. But who is a strong leader? Did you see the Julio Fulio murder trial that just wrapped up? Are you familiar with that?
I didn't see that. I didn't see the trial.
There was a war in Jacksonville with young black male rappers making diss tracks against each other. One of the men who was killed, his name was Julio Fulio. His killers was just sentenced to life in prison. The attorneys, in order to plead for his life, pled for him to be enslaved, brought the warden and had him sit in the witness chair and say he would get an inmate number at 18 coming in and won't leave until he's dead with that inmate number on his coffin. So we need the sweat equity. We need the young labor because the men that's in prison are dying now.
Yeah.
That's Jim Crow.
Yeah.
That's the 13th Amendment. You killing people, going to prison. That's Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Where's these strong black male leaders to tell our boys to stop killing each other?
And those Alabama prisons, boy, I tell you, I saw that documentary on that. That's crazy. So,
Fulton County Prison, they got a man right now suing them because he lost all his fingers and toes because they refused to give him medical assistance while he was locked up on misdemeanor charges. So while we screaming Jim Crow 2.0 because we can't get Democrats elected in black districts, we're ignoring a very real prevalence of Jim Crow in the prison system. Taking our young men en masse without strong male leaders standing up and saying, brother, don't do that. Brother, don't kill him. I'm just disgusted because James Bond was one of them brothers. James Bond, in my opinion, was more like Fred Hampton. Anybody that you talk to about James will tell you he was
nothing but good stuff I've heard about James Bond.
He was a beautiful, kind, knowledgeable, strong black man. He would have advocated for that man's mental health and for low prison sentence. I'm going to advocate for that MF to get the death penalty, to get the chair. I'm so sick of y'all killing people that we love. And for you ignorant males out there who think abortion is just like murdering each other, it's not. That baby is not protected until it is able to breathe on its own outside
now that's the one thing
womb.
I agree with you on, Marquetta. I agree with you 100% on that. And I'm glad you brought that up.
Have a great day.
Marquetta, thanks for your call. Okay, Marquetta was putting it down today. She's putting it down. All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. We've got Jay Wright, Stefan, and Al holding on. 1230, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion in spending power. We encourage you to buy.
I don't know what Queen was smoking. Yeah, you're right. Oh, boy. Lincoln, where are you preparing for the mayor's visit? Potholes, railroad funds. Oh, boy. First time I ever agreed with Marquetta. Yeah, my first time, too. 10% of 1 million is 150,000. What did she say? I can't remember what she even said. Literally defending abortions is black girl magic at its best. Maybe I'll see Marquetta when I go down to Houston. Oh. Well, the bond was actually $1,055,000. $1,055,000. That's what it was. Kamala Harris has to be paying Lincoln to keep mentioning her name because nationally I rarely hear her being mentioned. Give it time, Vernon. You'll hear it. She's going to pop up again.
Well, she's being talked about all the time because they treat her like a prophetess now for predicting everything that Donald Trump is doing.
Yeah, yeah. She predicts. She told y'all. She told you. No, he did not bond out. Who's gonna pay? Who's gonna bond this guy out? This crazy man out. He had some mental problems to do what he did, so nobody's gonna bond this guy out. Ain't no bail bondsman going to take that risk. Horrible call. You're calling for black leadership, and you have the brazen audacity to bring up Jamal Bryant. You can't make this. She did bring him up as a leader, didn't she?
Buzz, streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you on a Tuesday afternoon. And, boy, we've had a lot going on today. And talking about the big Kentucky election over there in Covington. Y'all folks, I got some listeners in Covington. The mayor of Covington is black. And he's never been on my show. I got to get him on here. The mayor of Covington is black. I think he's the first black mayor in the history of Covington, Kentucky. Yeah. And they're over there voting for, well, the Republicans. It's a primary, so the Republicans are going to get the ballot with Massie on there. But those two have been battling, Massie and Gilrain, and oh boy. Those commercials are just, I can't take them anymore. I just can't take them. I see one more, and I'll probably see, well, up until 6 o'clock. They're going to be running hard. I'm telling you. Last night watching the game, it was like you see one commercial, and then you see the next guy, and then they go back again. Sometimes they were back to back. It was just crazy. Unbelievable. Someone said, damn, I agree with Marquetta. White Lion says 13% wants 100% control. Lincoln, stop boycotting Bernadette. I'm not boycotting Bernadette. When she calls in, she'll get on. She likes to call my voicemail and leave these long, drawn-out messages. And then I said, oh, boy, I got to let the people hear this. And then at the end, she said, don't play this on the radio. She cracks me up. She's the queen of Egypt, according to her. All right. Jay Wright, how are you?
Lincoln Ware, my man, $100,000. And thank you, sir, for being in the studio. And Lincoln, campaign finance reform, man, it's out of control.
Yes.
And it's it's terrible when we look at campaigns, and it seems to be like the uglier they are, the more money they raise. And that's it just puts us in a terrible state in this USA Incorporated. Lincoln, Marquetta, man, Marquetta, I'm gonna say this is not an administration. This is far more like a regime than an administration.
Yes,
The man just gave himself $1.7 million of you and my money yesterday.
That's crazy.
And prisoners. The prison industrial industry, Lincoln, is huge, massive, and there's a lot of money being made. But his brothers and sisters or whoever commit these crimes, they got to become educated that the fact that they literally become slaves when they go to jail. So they've got to become educated. It's hard for us to tell them, oh, we can't kill each other. No, you better become educated about what could happen to you when you go to jail.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you said 1.7 million. It's 1.7 billion is what Trump wants.
Thanks for the correction. So they need to educate themselves that they can become slaves once they go to jail. So don't argue about what they do to you. Lincoln, have you ever seen the Secretary of Defense campaign for a candidate?
No, I haven't. I've never seen that. That shows that the Trump administration is desperate. I agree with Massie on that. To send him in here and to campaign, that shows they're desperate. They're running scared.
And the bottom line is, who is he? He was a National Guard. He was a major in the National Guard. The same man as firing 3-star generals and 4-star generals, a major in the National Guard. Went to duty 1 weekend a month, 2 weekends a year, and now he's in a position where he's firing generals that got 30 and 35 years.
I know.
Ridiculous, right?
I know.
Regime, not administration. Clyburn. There was a gentleman that ran against Clyburn in 24. He was on my radio show, Republican. His name was Duke Buckner, and he went to South Carolina State like Clyburn did, and a lot of the same similarities.
Yeah,
little country boy, but he is a Republican. Now Buckner claimed that Clyburn was the benefit of redistricting several years ago. So that was Buckner's biggest claim to fame, that Clyburn benefited from redistricting several years ago. So now the fact that we are where we are here in the state of South Carolina.
Well, I think Clyburn has brought a lot of money back to South Carolina, and Republicans and Democrats should thank him for that, and he should take that seat again.
Yeah, I wish 10 years ago he would have ran for governor of South Carolina, at least get us a black governor. That's what my wish was.
Yeah.
And Lincoln, as far as the alternative education, I really like what that brother's pushing in that school, because I think we need alternative education, and it kind of gets us back to the black education where we got black teachers and black folks in school that are looking out for us. Despite what that white boy says, they are not, by no means is white people united. Number one, they're more broke. There's more poor white people than there's poor black people.
Yes.
So they're not united. He listens to this radio show because he's looking for talking points to take back to them. That still won't help them in any way. So, Lincoln, man, I want to thank you for all the years you've done it. I'm going to come up on 7 years, Lincoln. I got 46 more years to catch up with you.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, you better get busy. I got to go.
Thank you, man, for all you do.
Thanks for your call, Jay Wright. I got to move along. 513-749-1230. Oh, boy. Woo, this is a tough one. Stefan, Elia, or Al? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go to Stefan. I think he's the safest of those other two.
I'm going to do my best.
Stefan, how you doing?
And God going to do the rest. That's right. Yeah, talking about, oh, boy, tough one. Now, you can't stand the truth, can you?
Oh,
just like a peasant, huh?
Well, what about you? I haven't talked to you since your boy was arrested over there at the Evanston apartments.
That ain't my boy. That ain't my boy. He's a criminal. He's stealing money. Over $30,000.
I know. They said $30,000 to $40,000 he stole.
Yeah, so that's a lot of money he done. Thanks to Hawk News, Community News, Hawk Eyes. So our eyes are on the prize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just sad that, hey, he got what, what goes around comes around. You can't play people.
Yeah, that was wrong how he did those people there. And they fell. I can't believe they gave him a blank money order. Don't fill out who it's going to. I'll take care of that. Yeah,
they trust me. They trust you. But I'd like to give shout out to Lincoln Ware when he was up at the CAA. Scam alert team was all up there. So when I approached the officer about what's going on, So and then the next day he got indicted. Off your show. After your show.
Yeah.
But hold up, Lincoln. The TCB, the community builders up in Avondale, it's a damn shame that they're a non-profit organization. They got some of that bank lawsuit money to help build their empire. Next thing you know, you get businesses leaving because they signing a bad lease. I bet that Fifth Third Bank ain't signed no bad lease. They right there.
Right. I wonder what Fifth Third is paying for a monthly rent up there.
Probably free. It's a damn shame. What's next?
What kind of deal that Fifth Third Bank cut?
Yeah. They're going to put Chinese restaurants down there like our Subways, but
where?
Nothing going to help the black community. Them empty storefronts in a little bit. What should I tell you?
Wait, you talking about at the Avondale Town Center?
Yeah, that's coming next. With empty Lincoln, them stores empty right there. You got the cereal bar gone. You got Zola Leslie gone in a minute. So you never know what they put in them storefronts, Lincoln. It's just sad, though, how they play people. And the crazy part is, Lincoln, that this Community Reinvestment Act, when the banks got sued for discriminatory practice, red line at Lincoln, I knew the chicken was coming home to roost, man. That's how the community leaders know what they did and how they did it and how they played the business owners. You go in College Hill, they get free rent for 3 months to get on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why you see Lucius Q up there. I saw up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See, they get free rent to get on their feet. It's sad how black communities getting played. I understand College Hill from is like maybe about 20 minutes away from Avondale, but damn. Why y'all can't do the same thing?
I just wish it was controlled locally and not from this company out of town, the Avondale Town Center. It needs to have local control over that.
The pastors, the ministers that used to own that, they shouldn't have sold that. They shouldn't have sold that at all. They had that. Another thing, Lincoln, two things before I let you go. On a stolen recovery, somebody's car got stolen, and it's at the impound. They shouldn't have to pay to get their car out, Lincoln. Not at all. That is dirty, man.
Somebody stole your car, and then they found it impounded, and then they're going to make you pay to get. Yeah, that is kind of,
That's wrong, man.
That is. Somebody should go down to city council and maybe complain about that.
I will. It's just like you're a victim twice. You
right.
got your car busted, car stolen, your windows busted, everything stolen out.
Yeah.
Now you got to pay for that. Now you got to pay to get it out. That's dirty. They did this young lady like that, and she asked me to come down and interview her.
How much was her impoundment fee?
$100.
Oh, okay.
Like, I can't afford it. I can afford it, but why should I pay something my car been stolen?
Yeah.
So it's the police fault what they put the report in. They must have said it's a bandit car. See, they didn't say a stolen recovery car.
Had she reported it being stolen?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she got, she got all that stuff on her side. Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be a charge if somebody stole your car and you have to pay for the impounding fee. Yeah, that's flat out wrong.
And last but not least, Lincoln, I'm tired of these young punks out here, man, pulling out these guns, man. Yesterday, I do a report yesterday, Brother Lincoln, to shooting down on East McMicken, right?
Yes.
And I go down there, riding down there, all of a sudden, the cops have blocked it off on the West McMicken. And next thing you know, I got out, I'm recording it. I see them putting down markers. I'm like, oh, it's been a shooting over in the West McMicken. Uh-oh, it's a shooting over in East McMicken. But find out that when I went up to East McMicken side and I'm recording over there, they said a young fella got shot in the building. And next thing you know, when I went down on West McMicken, that's where they caught the suspect at, on the West McMicken side. So when I'm back to East McMicken, next thing you know, I go to about a yellow tape. One of the officers, the detective asked me, he said, are you just one of your family members? He was talking to a lady and a guy. And he asked me, oh, they're my family members. I'm like, nah. He said, you need to move along. I said, hold on. First, I'm behind the yellow tape. You don't tell me what to do. You can't do that. He shut it up. But then I get in the car about to leave. I get a call. Why that was my little cousin got shot?
Oh, man.
Yeah, he got shot 3 times in the stomach.
Jeez.
3 times in the stomach. The bullet went right through him. That young 17-year-old, and that's the son of my other cousin. She got shot in the head with a straight bullet.
My goodness.
That's her son, and he's fine. He's fine. The bullet went in, went out. He's 17. His body gonna rejuvenate real fast and quick. That's just real fast. He's gonna be all right. But it's just sad that we got these young punks out here, and some of y'all grandsons or nephews out here. Y'all need to get a hold to these babies before they make a.
They not babies. They not babies. They packing. They not babies.
Some babies are packing too, Lincoln. So don't get me wrong. You know what I mean. It's just they need to change this whole narrative. They need tougher laws for their asses. That's what they need.
All right. Thanks for your call.
They do. All right.
I got to run. Thanks for your call.
Tougher laws or better parents?
Yeah, one of the two. We need both. Anyway, Jobs and Family Services has moved out to right there, the old Mercy Health building, and there's Veteran Service Commission is out there. So I had to stop by the Veteran Service Commission yesterday, and I tell you, I pull up, park in the spot, I get out the car, and I almost stepped on a pamper. I don't know what was in the pamper, but I'm like, come on, folks, really? You could have just left the pamper in the car, or I don't know what they could have done with it, but they just threw it on the ground there, and a pamper. And come on, folks, we can do better than that. I guess they had changed the baby in the car and just threw the pamper out in the parking lot. I'm like, Lord have mercy. We just can't. We just can't get it together. I don't know, and I don't know who it was. It could have been somebody white or black, but still, keep the pamper in the car and take it home and throw it away, not on the parking lot. Oh my goodness. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30. The Buzz.
Every weekday, 12:30 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With new entertainment and...
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I got out the car and stepped. I'm looking. I was like, oh, my God, a dirty-ass pamper. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, Berger, if anyone has film showing Lincoln almost stepping on a pamper, please send it to my box. Lincoln, you know damn well that was your pamper. Oh, boy. Yeah. And did you pick it up and throw it away? Hell to the no. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Now, hopefully they got somebody that cleans the lot up. I didn't say, I said, I don't know whether they were black or white, but somebody was trifling. Oh, boy. It's lunch, Lincoln, and you're talking about Pampers. What did you do to better the situation? James Muhammad, what would you have done, James Muhammad? He probably would have picked it up. He would have picked it up and found a garbage can to throw it in. I ain't picking up no damn dirty pamper and throwing it away.
So what did you do to better the situation, Lincoln? That's funny.
James Muhammad is crazy as hell. Oh, boy.
He put the dirty diaper in the bean pie and went to a mosque.
Nah, Lincoln, you said we got to do better. Now they got to do better. Brother James would have been knocked out. Oh, boy.
I forgot about that promo.
Yeah, I know. He said one thing I wouldn't have been knocked out. Do we still have that promo in there?
I think so.
Shut the hell up, twin. Gene Joyner. Yeah, I did mention the mass shooting. I talked about the two teenagers who went and shot themselves and went and got in the car and shot themselves. We must leave the place better than we found it. I think that's what he was trying to say. Oh, boy.
That's networkforhope.org.
Nobody talks more than Lincoln Ware.
Blah, blah, blah.
And I mean nobody.
And this was this big, huge guy, man. The guy was huge. He looked like he was 400 pounds. And he stopped his vehicle. He jumped out his vehicle. And then he snatched the woman out of the car that was in the car with him and commenced to hitting her all in the face, all upside the head. I mean, she was a bloody mess, man. And the second car, the one that was right in front of me, was hollering at this guy to get up off of this girl, get up off of this girl. The guy immediately got out of his car. He stopped beating the woman. He went over to the guy and started beating the heck out of him, man.
God.
I mean, this guy was knocking guys out.
And what did you do? What did you do, James Muhammad?
Let me tell you what I didn't do.
Okay, tell us.
I didn't get knocked out.
1230 The Buzz of Cincinnati.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
James Muhammad, you were supposed to leave the situation better than you found it. That's what you told me. Don't sound like you left the situation better than you found it, James Muhammad. Unbelievable. 513-749-1230. He did everything, but he didn't get knocked out. Unbelievable. The lady got knocked out. The guy who told him to stop, he got knocked out. But James Muhammad did not get knocked out. That's one thing that didn't happen. And that's a good thing, I guess. All right. I'm giving away my last pair of tickets for today for the Ohio Black Expo. It's taking place this weekend in Columbus. If you want to go, be caller number 6 right now at 513-749-1230. Caller 6 at 749-1230. If you're caller number 6, I will give you the tickets to go to the Ohio Black Expo this weekend up in Columbus, Ohio, the home of the Buckeyes. The Black Expo this weekend. I forgot the entertainment they say they were having. They were having some pretty good entertainment. I had them on the show a few weeks ago, and a lot of great food, a lot of great entertainment. If you want to go, if you call number 6, the tickets are yours. You're calling number 1, looking for number 6. You're calling number 2, looking for number 6. You're calling number 3, looking for number 6. Sorry about your luck. You're calling number 4, looking for number 6. Sorry about it. 513-749-1230. And we got to wait for those lines to clear. Okay, where did I leave off at? Caller number 4. You're calling number 5. You're calling number 6. What's your name?
All right, Steve.
Steve, congratulations. Where you calling from, Steve?
Forest Park.
Forest Park. All right. Congratulations. You got yourself a pair of tickets to go to the Black Expo up in Columbus, Ohio this weekend. What station just made you a winner?
WDBZ, the Buzz.
All right. Hold on. We'll get your information. He kind of scared. When they start trying to do the letters, I get scared.
A little shaky with the landing there.
Yeah. I get scared when they try to do the call letters. WBLZ. WDBZ. I don't know. I get scared when they do the letters. But he got it right. So he's good to go. All right. Let's go to Elijah. How are you?
Oh, Lincoln, good afternoon.
What's up?
Man, I tell you, you put a dent at the. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I put a dent in what?
In my spirit, and I mean somewhere around in there, because according to what I've learned about reality, you know, the same way Pharaoh speaks, and he's telling you about things he's gotten out of the book, and they're authentic. The knowledge that he's sharing.
Now, hold on, Elijah. Okay. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, I talked about the CPS levy today. We talked about the guy shot on Metro.
Yeah, I know what all you talked about.
Hold on. And we talked about Trump and his $1.7 billion to pay off the January 6 people. We talked about the Massie race against, actually, he's running against Trump. We talked about the guy that shot up the morgue. We talked about the house that fell down on the East End. We talked about the senators are going to adopt a resolution to withhold their own pay during government shutdowns. We talked about all that stuff. We talked about Mark Furman. All that stuff. And what do you come with me? Now, what do you come with me talking about? Stuff that we can't do anything about or anything. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what we can do.
What can we do? About what? What can we do?
About the problem of how we're living in this reality. There's an answer to it. And
what's the answer?
If you want to play real great, but yet stupid, you're going to be the Band-Aid that's always needed, on the wound that's fresh. I call to stop the wound because I see what the answer is. Our people are mad from following what this leader that's not recognized daily in their community. That's the problem. And then for you to say that you want to choose between Stefan, me, Elder Elijah Ben Israel, and Al, that's ridiculous, Lincoln. That shows we're backward because you're supposed to recognize the elders.
I should have gone to you
first.
The
parent.
Oh, please. You're not, yeah, you are older than me.
Let me shore it up. Not only does the commandment say, honor your mother and your father, but Leviticus says, reverence your mother and your father. So what do you think that's saying?
All right. I got to go. Thanks for your call. I mean, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You're not going back to Israel, going back to your home. You're not doing any of that stuff. Leave the Old Testament. Just put it down somewhere, Elijah. Concentrate on what you're going to pay for gas tomorrow. Concentrate on what you're going to pay for a steak when you grill out this weekend. Nothing what you're talking about is going to help any of that. The answer is not there. The answer is not in the Old Testament. The answer is at the ballot box. That's where the ballot box, that's where your home is. It should be over at the Board of Election. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Let's take a break. We'll come back.
Hold up. Before you go to break.
Yes.
So our winner just now, he just told me he was the guy that went out with Lady C.
Oh.
It didn't go anywhere, but he went out with Lady C.
Oh, when did they which one was he? Was he the one with dressed real nice or what?
I don't know which one.
Oh, man.
But yeah, he said it didn't go anywhere, but they went out together.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But that's what I wanted to tell you before you went to break.
Man, oh boy, I wish he had told me that. You know, I would have been trying to get the 411. Yes. All right, we haven't heard from Lady. Lady C is still mad. Facebook is over, Lady C. You know, but I guess they still could talk about you on YouTube. They still talk about people. They still talk about me. They talk about Twin. They talk about everybody on YouTube. That hasn't stopped. So
I don't know about me too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why y'all saying it's so different. You still talking about people just like you did on Facebook. You're still dogging them out. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone?
Who? Oh. Oh, boy. He took her to Denny's. Somebody said, call back in. Lincoln is still talking about Cat Williams. Oh, my God. I didn't say anything about Cat Williams today. I mentioned him yesterday because he was at the Kevin Hart roast. I mentioned him when Terrence tries to imitate me. He sounds more like Cat Williams than he sounds like me. He sounds like Cat Williams. Could you please tell me why you all went to YouTube? That's what the bosses wanted to do. The masses said go to YouTube, and we went to YouTube, okay?
Hey, we just said, yes, sir, boss, and that was the end of it.
Right. We sick today, boss? We sick today? Lincoln, you're not allowed to mention Facebook Live unless you announce that we're returning there. At least he's honest. Oh, boy. Damon, I saw something. Did Damon Lynch text me today or yesterday? It seemed like I saw something. And then when I got ready to go to it, I saw, okay, please give us an update on how many families are sleeping in the CPA. Okay, that was from, okay, let me see. Let me text, what's her name? Becca, yeah. Rebecca Beach. Someone wanted to know how many people are sleeping in the lot Just it. How many cars? And I'll hear back from Rebecca Beach. No, you're definitely whining, not winning, White Lion. They would have said, okay, good riddance. Lincoln, when will you squash your beef with Bill Cunningham?
Heart. See how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And Elijah, I mean, he never talks about any of the stuff that I lay out. He only has one mission, and that's to talk about the Hebrew Israelites. He never says the word Hebrew Israelites, but he has that. That's all he wants to talk about. They stole our land. We need to claim our land. We need to go back. We're still in captivity. That's all he ever talks about. The whole world is falling down around him, and he's talking about we're in captivity.
I mean, he's free to go. Nobody's holding him here.
Right. Where is he going back to? Where is he going? I'm sorry, sir, but you're not welcome anywhere. You're barely welcome here. You were born here. Unbelievable. All right. Al, how you doing?
Respect, love, and blessings, Lincoln. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, real quick, I did have some important information that I want to share with the community. I've been, I have other things that I have to do. I understand you're running the talk show, but being on hold for an hour, just,
okay.
Professionalism, I'm not going to call it. But Marquetta, she mentioned something as far as abortion. And listen, abortion is wrong. And you are created before you are made in the womb. You were already created. Okay, so to say that the Creator of all things doesn't have a hand in your creation is kind of ignorant.
Well, she says a woman is controlled as long as that baby has to depend on that woman to live. That's who has control. She said when the baby can live outside of the womb on its own, then that's when it's considered a human and alive.
No being lives outside of the womb on its own.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, are you living by yourself?
Okay, when they cut the cord, and spanked you on your ass and you start crying, you were on your own, pretty much.
No, you were not. If you were on your own, come on, Lincoln. If you were on your own, then the mother or the father would not have taken you home.
Oh, well, you know what I'm talking about when I say live on your own. You know what I'm talking about. Let's not play. I'm saying that child is living on its own, breathing. His heart is beating on its own. It doesn't have the mother is not attached anymore, and that kid can survive on its own. That's what I'm talking about.
Do you think the Creator of all things gave that parent the responsibility to take care of that child?
Well, after the kid is born, yes. It's her responsibility. It's her responsibility while she's carrying the kid.
Okay,
because if she dies, the kid is going to die. If she dies, the baby dies.
When the preacher was in there, and he was proud of his daughter.
Yes.
And you could see it and you could hear it.
Yeah.
Do you think he had those same sentiments that you have?
What do you mean?
Because I know that you didn't feel the same way about your daughter.
Well, maybe her parents felt that, we were ready. We can raise this baby without any problem. It's not going to be a struggle. This baby's not going to starve because we're going to. Maybe some parents don't feel that way. They feel like it's too much of a burden. They can't handle it. They can't feed the baby. They don't have a job. There's no outlook on this baby being raised properly. And so they say, it's not time yet. It's not time for me to bring a baby in this world.
That's why we have kids shooting grown men that's trying to help and guide them because of that.
No.
That mindset.
They wouldn't be here if it was that mindset. They wouldn't be here.
And see, that's the point.
Oh, geez.
Why not give them a real fighting chance? I'm not saying what he did was right. It was dead wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong all the way across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look, okay, I hear what you're saying. Quickly, got 30 seconds.
No, all I'm saying is, I really want to say when the preacher was in there and said that he didn't see color or nothing like that, well, if he's saying that, that means he has no existence.
No.
We have to get out of that mindset, just like we have to get out of the mindset that we are black people. We are brown, if anything, and as the scriptures say, we are ruddy. That's a color that the creator of all things has given us, a ruddy color. And if you look it up, you'll see your worth and your value to your life and other people's lives that look just like you.
All right. Look, I got to run. I appreciate your call. Thanks. Let's move along. Let's go to my good friend, the kinder, gentler Republican, Ken Anderson. How you doing, Ken Anderson? Good to hear from you.
Yes, sir. Lincoln Ware, the man of power. And let me say, I am black and I am proud.
I hear you.
And that song made a difference in my life.
Yes. I played that Sunday, by the way.
I ain't blind, and God made everybody. So, all that nonsense needs to go. But the main reason why I was calling in, this whole $1.4 billion or whatever Trump is trying to get, is totally wrong. It needs to be appealed in court. These are taxpayer funds. It's not some private company. If he sued a private company and they had to pay it, the stockholders, they would have a board meeting about it. And nonetheless, that's a whole different story. This is taxpayer funds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I'm sure there's somebody out there that will take this and push it to court because this is 100% flat out wrong, period. I don't care who you look at.
It's like it's corruption at its best, right in front of our face, and using your money is your taxpayers' dollars.
Well, see, that's the reason why taxation without representation is wrong. Now, you're going to take our money. It's just flat. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
I'm on my break, but I did want to call in because that's how egregious this is.
Yes.
And I will say this Vivek Ramaswamy should never get elected.
Oh, boy.
To be governor. And he's got his business. He moved his business to Texas. So he was always talking about Ohio first.
Right.
And then it was reported that his chief, a person in his family security, had been indicted just not within the last year, indicted on fentanyl and meth charges.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Distribution,
Yeah, unbelievable. All right, Ken Anderson, when school is out, give us a call every other day if you want to. We love hearing from you.
All right, I plan to see you at the walking club, too.
All right.
All right, see ya.
That's the kind of gentle Republican, Ken Anderson. How you doing? Says sister is voting in Kentucky.
I sure enough am, Lincoln, and that's why I'm calling you to let you know my husband and myself are going to the polls to vote today.
Yes.
And every Kentuckian, black, blue, green, orange, need to go to the polls also.
Yes.
This needs to be, it has to stop, Lincoln.
Yes, I hear you.
It has to stop. And if we don't go to the polls to stop it, if you didn't vote, please keep your opinion to yourself. Don't let nobody know that you was that stupid, that you did not take the opportunity to go and vote when it was your time to vote at your polling place.
All right. Well, thanks for your call. We appreciate it.
And I'll let you know how many of us was at the polling booth.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Lincoln.
Thanks for your call. All right, Larry.
Hey there, Mr. Ware. How you doing?
Larry, I'm doing all right. What's on your mind?
Well, I know it's time's almost out.
Yes.
There's a couple things I wanted to say. Well, first of all, tell Mike he did all right last year for me, and I came out okay this year. He's all right. And I don't blame him when he said I would have been embarrassed to be black the way the kids handled the mall yesterday conversation.
Right.
And then the third thing, I'm with the lady just got off the phone. It's got to be some way we stop this. They don't want to do reparation for the black Americans, but yet they're going to give jailbirds money for breaking the law.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. It's just wrong.
It's got to be something.
It's just flat out wrong, and we've got to turn this thing around, and we can only do it in this coming November. Hopefully people will get out there, and let's end this madness that's going on in Washington, D.C. Hey, Larry, thanks for your call. I got to get out of here. Appreciate it.
Hey, enjoy your day, sir.
All right, that's Larry. And he says Mike McCoy did wonders for him. So there you go. There you go. He's now Mike McCoy is his bookie also. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. right here on 1230, The Buzz. All right. Now, we can give away some tickets. Right now, we're going to do this for the YouTube. Oh, okay. We'll wait till you come back, and I'm going to give you a chance to win tickets to the Black Expo. Terrence Howard is doing 3 things again today, covering for Chad, and Don Juan's got a remote, and he's working over there. So he's when he comes back, we're going to let you call in. You can still call 749-1230, but people on the air won't know about it. It's just the YouTube people would know we're doing this contest. So as soon as he gets sharpened up and running, he's got to run across the hall, and then he's coming back. So don't go anywhere. Stay right here, and the YouTubers will have a chance to win tickets to the Ohio Black Expo that's coming up. The festival tickets are coming too one of these days soon. I'm working on getting some floor seats for the festival. Floor seats for the festival for you YouTube folks. I'm working on that. So stick around for a couple of more minutes, and the Black Expo tickets will be able to, you'll have a chance to win. And this won't be on the radio. This won't be on the radio. It'll be on YouTube. I can do this with one pair, so we'll do it. As soon as the real Terrence Howard comes back from across the hall. He's back. Okay, he's putting something in the computer. Putting it in the computer, so hold on. Before you call, hold on. I'm going to take caller number 10 when I do it. I'm not ready yet. We're not ready yet. I haven't seen Jerica on today. Has Jerica been on today? Oh, there she is right there. Okay. There she is. So that's why it's good to subscribe and get on here. And you ready? All right, the phone is in audition, right? It's not on the air. Okay. All right. We ready? All right. Caller number 10 at 749-1230. Caller number 10 at 749-1230. If you call her 10, I'll give you the tickets to the Ohio Black Expo. Yeah, caller 10. All right. You're caller number 1. I'm looking for number 10. Sorry. You're caller number 2, looking for 10.
Bye.
You're caller 3, looking for 10. You're caller 4, looking for 10. You're caller 5, looking for 10. You're caller 6, looking for 10. You're caller 7,
You call her 6.
You call her 8. Looking for 10. You call her 9. I'm looking for 10. Hey, guess what?
Hello?
Guess what? You call her 10.
Me?
Yes.
Hi, Miss Lady.
Who is this?
This is Dina.
Dina.
Dina Johnson.
Congratulations, Dina Johnson. You won yourself some tickets.
Look at that. Hey now.
All right. I haven't seen you on YouTube here lately.
I'm DEJ513.
Oh, okay. That's
I've been on there.
Okay.
I've been talking mess all day, Mr. Lincoln. I've been.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations, Dina Johnson. You won yourself a pair of tickets to the Ohio Black Expo this weekend.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. And I know you like to party. I saw you over at the Grenadier the other night.
Yeah. I was outside. I had to let what's left of my hair out.
Oh, yeah.
Hang out for a little bit.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. All right. What station just made you a winner?
WDBZ, the Bugs.
All right. Hold on. Terrence will get your information, and you'll be good to go. All right. That was Dina Johnson. Yes. And see, when you become a subscriber, you better tell your friends to subscribe because I'll be giving away tickets, some other tickets to the YouTube folks. Yes. Yeah, it kind of confused me when I heard I was on caller number 8 and then it said caller number 7. You know, that can confuse you when you hear yourself say it and then you just got to move on. That's very confusing when that happens. It sounds like it's not confusing, but it is. Trust me. All right. She said 12:30 the Bugs. T. Mikey, I know you enjoyed that. We got the Jazz Fest this weekend in Jacksonville. Okay. All right. Now, who did Dina say she was on here? Who did she say she was on Facebook? I forgot who she said. She said she'd been talking trash all day. I thought the floor seats were pretty good at the festival. You right down there with the action. Oh, D513. Okay. Thank you very much. D513. She is the first winner of the YouTube live chat only giveaway. All right, there she is. Vernon, you're right. So it pays to subscribe. Yes. It pays. Yes, it does. All right. Y'all giving away floor to ceiling seats. Oh, boy. We don't have many floor seats to give away. I can tell you that now. Is Terrence still over there shaking from coldness? I don't know. You still cold over there?
I have to work even harder just to warm up over here, you know?
Jeez.
Freezing over here.
Well, bring your hoodie tomorrow and leave it there, and you'll be good to go every day.
Oh, boy.
We still got people calling. I'm still on.
Yeah, you're
okay.
still on the.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? We already gave the tickets away.
Hey, you know it was me.
Oh, what twin? Oh, my God. Oh, jeez.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
He's the guy that left the diaper in the parking lot. That's
right,
that guy.
Right. He probably changing one of those babies and left the pamper right there on the ground. Right there on the ground. Oh, boy. Let's wear matching outfits to the festival, but no pink, please. Unbelievable. Why the wolf call back? Thirsty ass. Oh, Twin is a mess. You got that right. He's a hot mess. A hot mess, Scott. They say you're anemic, Terrence. No, he's not anemic. It's just cold. It gets cold in here. I'm telling you. It gets cold in here. All right, folks. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all take it easy. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on 1230 The Buzz. I'm out. You can turn me off, Terrence.
But I grew to read and study. I read more Malcolm X Speaks and Autobiography of Malcolm X and other things. So even though I was not of that tradition, I had a lot of respect for him and a lot of what he did. And he obviously was killed in 65. I was 10 years old, going to be 11.